Welcome back. It's match 10 in the US Premier League 2024 live from the Broward County Stadium in Florida. Carolina Eagles taking on the New Jersey Titans. So it's time now to go to the toss quickly with Manali.
Time for another exciting contest here. It's the Carolina Eagles taking on the New Jersey Titans. To the right of me, I've got the match ref, Danny Khan, Gajanan Singh, the skipper of the Eagles, and Aaron Jones, the skipper of the Titans. Let's give the coin a flip.
Heads.
Heads the call.
Head is the winner.
Heads is the winner. What are you going to be doing and why?
Bowling has been working for us, so we'll be bowling first. Hopefully the bowlers can, continue the good work they're doing and restrict them on a gettable total.
And are there any changes to your side?
Yep, Jesse is back in, and my opener is back. He's back as well from injuries, and that's it.
Sounds great. Well, thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
Aaron, toss not going your way, but had it, what would you have done?
To be honest, I wanted to bowl first as well, but it's a pretty good wicket. I think batting or bowling first, it don't really matter.
And any changes to your side?
Yes, Arvin out and Arjun in.
Perfect. Thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you so much.
With the news out of the middle, it's the Eagles who've won the toss and they're going to have a bowl first.
Having a look at the Titans lineup. We've got Grace next to me. Give me some thoughts on that lineup that you see in front of you.
But it's an excellent lineup, isn't it? Josh Cobb, the aggressive batter in the top order. We haven't seen him fire yet, but that's inevitable to happen in this competition. And then for the Carolina Eagles, what do we have here? We've got a great lineup. Primus in at 4, the all-rounder, the big hitter. And of course, we've got Janangir, keeper bat, opening the batting. He's been fantastic this season.
Yes, sir. He's the man with the hair. He's one of the best fielders in the tournament. He's one of my personal favourites. We've loved his energy. He's got some real flair, that's for sure. Having a look at the team that's been inserted, winning the toss, bowling first. What do you think about that toss result, winning the toss and bowling first?
Yeah, I think it's a good one. I think despite it being on a different wicket in the last few games, we've seen a lot of success in chasing, most notably the NJ Titans chasing down over 200 against the New York Cowboys in their opening game. So it's definitely been more successful chasing, and I don't think this wicket's going to change too much over the 40 overs we're going to have here. So a wise decision. What would you have done, John?
I'm also tending to go on the chasing front, especially like this is the middle part of the day, the middle game as well. The evening seems to also fancy the team chasing the ball, skids onto the bat a little bit better and proves easier to chase. But that man in picture, he is finding the middle of the bat so often in such a key position behind the stumps. He's so solid as well. We've chatted to him on a few occasions about his batting exploits, and he's been one of the real standout performers. Jesse, that's what the captain mentioned. He's back into their lineup. He rested in the previous game. He's simply a US national player and back into the lineup. So he just had a little breather. It's good to rotate that squad if possible, if your depth is good enough. Try and give a few other members an opportunity, as well as keep the pressure on and winning games. So both these sides well positioned, middle of the table on 4 points. This will take them up to the top of the log. But Sujish Gowda, his strike rate is a little bit low. He needs to find some runs. He's only got 2 in 2 innings.
Well, yeah, it's a change in the opening pair here for the NJ Titans. We've seen Josh Cobb. He's been opening the batting. He's going to go down the order, and Garda given his opportunity up top. And bowling first, it was unsurprising to see Jake Bull taking the new ball. How good has he been so far this competition? Most notably that 5 for 23 in that match-winning game for the Eagles.
He's looking very good. He's looking into the sun, that's for sure. He's got a big bowling action. He's always been a class act, and he's come in here. He's come off a bit of a break in cricket, and hasn't taken him long to find his feet and form, and he's at the top of the bowling stakes at the moment. Top wicket taker, equalled with top wicket taker. What'd you come in for? At the moment, having a quick peek at how it stands at this point for these two teams. They are sitting very well. A lot of pressure on the teams down the bottom. The Cowboys, Black Caps yet to get a win. But these two teams on 4 points. As the previous game, both teams were on 4 points, and the Mavericks winning it, going top. And who can join Mavericks at the top here? This is going to be a brilliant encounter. I think these teams are pretty well matched.
Slip in play then for Jake Ball as he stands at the end of his mark. He's gonna look to take wickets early here. It's what he's done for countless years, and I'm sure he'll be wanting to do it again today. Match 10 then of the USPL just about to get underway.
Okay, so a bit of news. Out in the center, there seems to have been a change without a ball being bowled to some of the personnel. So just looks like it could be part of the bowling side. It's got to be. Just getting some news back via the umpires, just passing the information back to us here. We'll confirm with you shortly who that player will be. There must have been maybe an issue in the warm-up or late injury. Possible injury swap, so we'll let you know as soon as possible. But yeah, a massive encounter, these two teams on 4 points each. Wicket played pretty well in that first game. I thought it wasn't as slow as the previous wicket we've been playing on the last few days, and looks in really good condition. Yeah, I think this two sides pretty well matched. Any other news for us about your morning? What's been going on?
Nothing too exciting, John. Been in the gym, had a meeting with my team back home, and yeah, had a nice iced coffee, but just happy to be here enjoying the sunshine and the cricket here at the USPL. Lovely day, isn't it? Few clouds today. Might see a bit more swing from Jake Ball than we have done previously. It's been suboptimal bowling conditions, bit hot and not many clouds in the sky, which normally get the ball swinging a bit more.
The last 2 days there's been quite a lot more cloud cover. We didn't see a cloud in the sky the first 3 days we were here. So I think Jake Ball's also a bit not sure what's the current situation. Jasdeep as well. He's also having a word, so there apologies for the slight delay in the action of this game. They just come to terms with it at the moment. There's a bit of conjecture going out there in the middle, and hopefully that'll be resolved as soon as possible. Having a look at some of the bowling lineup they have, it's an extremely strong bowling lineup, I feel. You think of Jesse, you think of Ball, we've mentioned Nanan on the right of screen there with his colourful glasses and hairstyles. Very good. And Yasser as well, he's been excellent. So Sunny Patel as well, Hayliger, he's another seamer as well, and Utkarsh. I had a chat with him last night. He had an outstanding game, the off spinner.
He absolutely did. What a game it was for him, and how fantastic as well did he speak in that interview. Just 17 years old, absolutely brilliant from the youngster, and great to see him again out there today. Must be loving it out there. Experience from the older players, up on the big stage and performing straight away. What a young talent he is turning out to be for the USA.
So Jake Ball, he's going to need to have another warm-up at this rate. He's cooling down. So unless there's been possible objection, the umpire, there's been a couple of issues, and the skipper, he seems to be a bit unsure and making a few complaints of his own at the moment. So it was clearly a change on the batting front. So it looks like they've changed one of the opening batsmen, and the captain's asking, can that be done before an impact player be used before the actual game has started? Must be one of his arguments.
Seems a bit wasteful, doesn't it? You might as well, if you're going to have an impact player, it's the whole point of it is that they come in later. You want to bring in someone different, you want a change, but it just seems futile to use it. There's a lot of confusion going around, and This is sub-optimal for the Carolina Eagles. They've had their team talks. Skipper's got them all riled up. They've got out there. They've got into their fielding positions. Jake Ball was stood at the end of his mark, ready to go. And they've had to stop. They don't know what's going on. And they're all just stood chatting. It's a loss of adrenaline, and it's not the start the Carolina Eagles would have wanted. Bit hostile out there at the moment between the two teams. We're not too sure what is causing the delay at the moment, but it seems like play might be resuming soon, and it's about time.
Correct. It's not ideal for any person involved in the game at this point, and the match referee, there he is, and now comes the skipper. Aaron Jones is coming out into the centre, as well as the coach Ricardo Powell. He's on left of screen in the Titans kit. There's the match referee, Danny Kahn. He's left of screen as well, so he's had a busy time. He's out there for the toss, and he's out there now mediating, getting the old rule book out. But Singh has certainly got his back up here, and not going to stand down and let it go. He's worked up. He's having his say, and he's being very particular in his response. So over rate is a worry at the moment, of course. Obviously, this is just a little bit of tension, unnecessary tension at this early stage. So hopefully it just gets resolved as quick as possible. The match referee, you'd think, would have the final say in the situation, as well as the umpires. So it still seems as we haven't reached a solution at this stage. Ricardo Powell also just trying to give his version, his side of the story. Aaron Jones as well. He's a US national player and batter. A good day, Aaron Jones, yesterday. I think he got 3 catches. And yeah, they still haven't found a solution here. We managed to move forward in any way in the last 10 minutes. And the game needs to start here. To be honest with you, we need to get things moving before it drags on. Okay, we'll take a short break, guys. At home, we'll be back with you as soon as we have an update. Welcome back, viewers.
All right, give me right arm coming over, so just
Come to a solution for the game to move forward. So, after all, Mr. Jones, he's marched out into the centre. I think the issue, from the sounds of it, is that you cannot. Well, it must have been an error from the batting side, trying to use an impact player before the game has started, and it's backfired. Aaron Jones, he's facing now. It's at the non-strikers right now, but eventually Jake Ball, about 15 minutes later, he bowls his first ball.
Yeah, and he's on the money straight away. It's not what you want as a bowler, is it? To go out there, you're fired up, you're ready to go, and you end up having to stand around for 10 minutes not knowing what's going on. But nevertheless, a good start from Jake Ball. It hasn't phased him too much.
Big shot through cover, and that's a really good start.
And what a positive show of intent that was. Second ball, back of a length from Ball. Batsman comes forward and he says, you can't bowl there to me with the offside up. He wants to make the use of the power play here. Just 2 fielders allowed outside the inner ring, and it's a great start here for the NJ Titans.
So 1 slip, 4 in the ring on the offside. Carved away. He really likes getting the ball square of the wicket. Gowda. It's quite a glare out there. It's quite bright. Still a little bit of cloud cover, a bit of a breeze. We've always had a pretty firm breeze out here from day one. At the moment, Jake Ball just looks like he's trying to tuck up Gowda. It'd be nice to see if he can get maybe a little bit of a way swing and bring that slip into play as well.
That's a better line from Ball again. Gowder looking to play into the offside, but a straighter line from ball prevents him doing so past the inner circle. 4 runs then from the first 3 deliveries, and this is how it came. No, it's not how it came. It's a replay of the previous delivery, a dot just catching the outside edge.
Pulled away, down to long leg. Fielder, our favourite fielder, comes into picture. He doesn't wear a hat, ever, does he? And he's really absolute live wire in the deep, yes?
This on replay there, doesn't quite get the ball cleanly with his hands, but a brilliant figure of 8 dive there, patrolling the boundary out there. He's the only man on the leg side, so he's got some ground to cover there. And this has gone straight up and over, and that's gone a long way. Jake Ball may be the top wicket taker in the competition so far, but it's not a problem for Gowder. He's hit him for a 4, then a 6 straight back over his head. First over's gone for 12. 12 for 0 after 1.
Come on.
Jasdeep Singh looks like he's going to be taking the new ball from the commentary end. See those flags moving quite firmly from the breeze coming across the ground. Bit of overcast weather, perfect conditions really, early 20s. It's been really spoiled thus far with the weather being provided with, but I'm glad they've passed that touchy moment before the game started. Aaron Jones, he'll take up strike. He's marched out there. He was in the negotiations not too long ago about what was going on, and he wasn't even meant to open, and he thought, okay, I'll just go and open the batting. I'll do it myself.
Proper captain that, isn't it? Taking it on when it's needed, and it's going to be a good matchup here, Singh versus Jones.
Flicked away fine, straight to the fielder who has a shot.
Yeah, a bit straight from Jesse Singh there. He's the opening bowler from the USA. He's vastly experienced seamer, and I don't think he's had the start to the tournament he would have liked, but you know he can win the game for you with the ball.
The final ball on the first over. Likes to run at the bowler. Gowder, lovely stroke all the way onto the cement for that new ball. Oh, that's a heave-ho to the leg side. It's a free shot. That one is a real half volley, and it got the treatment.
Yeah, not the start that the Eagles would have wanted here. Slightly sloppy with the ball, and you've got to question, are they going to be blaming that delay at the start? They were fired up, ready to go, and they've been let to stand around for a while, and they've been expensive in these opening overs. 2 experienced seamers going the distance so far.
Jasdeep just pulling a couple of looseners here, and I think that's a dangerous way to start here. Half volley, Jones giving him the treatment. Another go, and that's a belter. Straight through extra cover. Aaron Jones, I made him angry. He's come up with some shots here.
Yeah, another brilliant shot. Last one on the leg side, this one through extra cover. Absolutely brilliant, and it's dismissive as you like. Look at this. Steps across, stands and delivers. Sweetly timed, and look at that look. He doesn't even think about running. Aaron Jones is out there on business this afternoon.
But he means business, that's for sure. It's 2 cracking strokes here. To back boundaries, what's he thinking right now? Do I go downtown again? Singh needs to make a comeback here. Oh, he's heaved it on the onside, and that's a bit of a messy stroke, to be fair.
But I don't think he's going to be looking to push the ones here, Aaron Jones, based on how we've seen him come out. And I think the NJ Titans coaching staff won't mind that. He's showing great intent. He's looking to hit the ball hard. You've got to make the most of the power play as an opening batter here. The ball's hard. There's everyone in the ring. There's many gaps to pierce the boundary, and that's exactly what this pair are looking to do early.
defensively, a bit of a confusion, but in the end, safely home for a single. Good rotation of strike and have come out the blocks quickly. The Titans played some good cricket so far. They seem to be playing really good cricket or really struggling, so trying to find some consistency. This little piece, quick single, managing to cruise home for an easy single.
Quick change of the field then for Jesse Singh. Under pressure immediately here, the Carolina Eagles, forcing change in just the second over.
That's a poor delivery, and it's been quite disappointing from Jasdeep here in his first over. He's bowled a couple of half volleys, a wide. It's quite important that you set the tone for the fielding side with the new ball, and when you bowl a few loose deliveries, your team's got to play catch up. At the moment, they trying to hold on here from this onslaught. Another lovely looking shot through extra cover, but that's the over. 2 gone, 23 for none. We're back. Idyllic setting. Laura Hill. Wonderful setup. Sporting precinct around. Wonderful pavilion on the near side here. But looking at the Carolina Eagles, the makeup of their side, Jahangir, he's been the man to watch. The top of the order. They've been really good. Nanan with the left arm spinner. Sunny also providing some impetus. But Utkarsh, at the bottom left there, he bowled some lovely off spin.
Good balls here only.
Couple of wickets yesterday for the youngster. Nanan, he is coming into the attack, the left arm orthodox. Oh, lovely drift. Saw yesterday he came so wide on the crease that he actually bowled a no ball.
Not easy here, boys.
Yeah, we've seen a few no balls in this competition. They can be costly, the no balls. Free hit often finds itself sailing over the ropes.
That's high, and he's got the distance. Watch out, the cameraman. It's coming at you.
Well, what a show of intent these first 14 balls have been from the NJ Titans. 29 for none and showing no signs of slowing down. Look at that. Middle of the bat, dead straight, clears the rope by a good 30 yards there.
Get him, buddy. No.
Drifting in, nice wristy flick on the onside. And Nanan, he's quite clever the way I think he's chosen which end to bowl, with the wind coming over his left shoulder. He's managing to get some substantial drift.
Yeah, we've definitely seen more spin from the far end, haven't we? It's been the favourable end to bowl from for the spinners, mainly seam here from the pavilion end.
Yeah, Raju. Yeah, Raju.
Interesting field setting in that backward point region. Got 3 fielders so close to each other. Top left of the screen. Look, there's the umpire amongst them as well, but there's 4 fielders very closely stacked.
Oh, no run.
Nicely timed stroke, but straight to the fielder, Jones, and having a look. It's not a bad idea. He's seeing it well. Give himself a chance. He's got off to a flyer. And he's trying to open up that offside, so well bowled. Nanan, the bowler, following him quite nicely.
Yeah, clever bowling there from Nanan. Saw he wanted room, he wanted to get his arms through it outside off and just followed him nicely. Even sprinted after to get the ball himself. And here are the lineups. These are what we've ended up with. Seems like Josh Cobb has taken a demotion from opening the batting. He's looking to be carded at around 6 or 7.
Really nice players. Sujit Gaur at the top. We've got Erasmus, Krishnamurthy, he's got 100 in the tournament already, so they have some really powerful hitters. And a strong middle order. You say Cobb hasn't got too many just yet.
I go. Hit me one bounce.
Muscled onto the onside. So that brings the third over to an end. 32 for no loss.
Right then, change of ends for Jake Bull. He went for 12 off his opening over. Didn't quite get his line right, Jake Bull, but see a change of ends. And as we can see here, the standings, a must-win game here against Eagles and Titans. They'll see them into the top 2 and with a very likely chance of qualification with a win in this game.
Nicely bowled, good length, and a moment to go there. The Hoover was brought up for us, the pitch. Lovely grass covering. You got to say the square looks immaculate either side of the wickets as well. Perfectly covered. A new pitch. We've moved 2 pitches down, and it's looking another belter. Bowlers are going to be on the top of their game as well. There's a little bit in for the fast bowlers and spinners, but nice balance. Slower ball, heaved on the onside, and that is well hit.
Yeah, sweetly timed again there. Gowda moves on to 27 off just 13 deliveries. He's striking at over 200 here, and an inspired change of opening the batting here for the Titans. What an impact he's had already. Slower ball, bit in the slot, unfortunately, from Jake Bull, and the batsman is not going to miss out there. He knows he's got that wrong there, Jake Bull. He's got a wry smile on his face, but we're sure he'll rectify. Not too sure about slower balls in the power play, me, John.
Oh, that's fortune. Fortune favours the brave, and that's what Gowda is right now. He's races to 31 now. That was a good delivery from Bull, like you said. See him up, rushed him, and somehow it missed the wickets.
That's the life of an opening bowler, John. You just can't win. Look at this. It's going in at him. It's brilliant. He chops on. How that doesn't miss the stumps, and not only does it nearly bowl him, it ends up going for 4. Jake Bull can't buy any luck at the moment. 7 boundaries already in this game.
Heaved away and the hand on it. Is that going to make the boundary? Yes, it is. So Gowda, he is creating some carnage out in the centre. 46 for no loss. They're marching on.
That brings his strike rate even higher, 233. And look at this for an opening partnership. Already 46 runs, and we're not even into the 5th over. Gowda contributing with 35 of those, and Jones going well at the other end on 10.
Pulled away past short fine leg. Fortunately, there's some protection in the deep. And in the game yesterday, for the Eagles, they also got smashed a couple early overs. They were under real pressure, and then, funny enough, their middle order and their bowling resources were tested, and their spinners really stepped up very nicely, and they won their game. So there seems to be a trend, but also a trend from batting perspective, where teams are starting to really be ultra aggressive in this power play.
That's down leg side, and it's erratic from Jake Bull, a rare wide from himself, and he'll have to bowl another. Yeah, I wonder if the extra pace of the Carolina Eagles opening bowlers is actually working as a disadvantage on this pitch. It's slightly stoppy, sometimes that's better for the medium pacers, for the dibbly dobblers. The extra pace makes it easier to hit sometimes on wickets like this, and it might actually be a disadvantage to the Eagles here.
That's a bumper. Well directed. That's one for the over. 48 for none after 4. Shake of the head from ball. New Jersey Titans got off to a flyer. Skipper Jones, he has placed himself at the top of the order. Yesterday he was in the middle order. And now Gowda, he's the man who's been lighting it up here. And Nanan, he needs to try and make some inroads here. This is a dangerous opening start.
Oh!
Staying very low. It's had a bit of a worry. The first game on this wicket.
Could be, yeah, Nanan just darting that one in. Well, other wicket lasted a while, didn't it? Almost 10 games. What an effort from the ground staff here.
Oh, he's got that fine. He's going to need to run because the fielder's got it. Aaron Jones thought he'd got it all the way for 4. Didn't get enough on it.
Thought that was racing away. Short fine. It was very quick to the ball there. And that also brings up the 50 partnership for the opening pair. It comes off just 28 balls. As we said before, Gowda, the main contributor in that partnership.
Here, boys. Go, go.
Backing away, and that's really good fielding. That's what the Eagles are going to need here. Hang in there.
Buddy.
Couple of dot balls
ball,
creates
you're
that
doing
little
well,
bit of pressure. The batsman isn't under any pressure
Stay
whatsoever,
buddy.
but
Stay
in his
challenge,
mind,
boy.
he wants boundaries.
I got
Leading edge, and he doesn't make any mistake. With those cool shades, he pouches it.
Yeah, big wicket here. Wickets in the power play so important in T20 cricket, and that's 50 for 1 for the Titans. Nanan again with the breakthrough. Let's see that on replay then. Looks to give himself a bit of space and just follows him, and another chip up. We've seen that so many times on this wicket today. Played it early. And an easy caught and bowl in the end. Titans 50 for 1 then off 4.4. Gowda has to go for a well-made 37.
So the first wicket, Nanan, the man. And that is the signal for the impact player. So Gowda, he's chipped it back to the bowler. He's out, and he is out for good. Substituted. Hamad Alam coming in as the impact player. This is partly to do with, I think, a bit of a mix-up from the coaching staff, part of the Titans, having an impact player utilised so early.
Oh my God!
Cut away off the ball first. Risky moves there, and yeah, what a dream for Gowda there, opening the batting. He bats for 5 overs, he tees it up, and then he doesn't have to even go onto field. He's substituted straight off. How do I get a gig in this?
I got it.
He's been the go-to player, Nanan, and he's got the breakthrough. 50 for 1 after 5. Another look at the wicket. A leading edge not getting up, following him. And he pouches it so safely. He's a big player for them.
Nice, Rajesh.
Nice drone able to give us some real close-up action. Some lovely views of where fielders are, the positioning, and also close-up views of some real legends out there in the middle. Aaron Jones, he's one of them. Sunny Patel, he's had a decent economy. That's been his main role in this tournament so far. Only the single wicket, but he's been quite impressive in how he's been able to keep the batsman very, very quiet. 1 over left in this power play, so this is a good time to target the bowler.
Catch him.
Full to start then, and Jones can't quite get that one away. Projected score high here, nearly 200. Run rate at 9.7 at the moment.
Nicely bowled, tucking him up. Shah as well. Sunny getting straight into the action. Nice bowling though, he's just sliding it on.
Clever bowling, just restricting here. 10 balls since the last boundary now, which is an improvement. At the start, John, it felt like it was every other ball was going to the ropes.
Certainly we're chasing some leather.
Come on, buddy.
Eagles fighting back as they normally do. Slow ball, and that's hit high. And he's got enough to get over the fielder. And just has enough to creep over the ropes. So a real confidence booster early on.
Nicely timed that, just lofted over the fielder. He gave it a bit of air, Sunny Patel, and picked up nicely there by Ahmad. Fielder gives chase, but it's futile. Could not reach that. Nicely timed there.
It's more his stock ball, a little bit flatter, quicker. First ball he thought, I'm just going to throw it up to the new player here and chance my arm here, but Ahmad was up to the task. Oh, good delivery, wicket to wicket, that is so good.
With this slightly stoppy wicket, I think percentage of balls on the stumps is what's going to win you the game here.
Oh, nicely. Yes, buddy. Hit me, boy.
Good start from Sunny. End of the over, 55 for none.
Good. Good. Good job. I think it.
Need effort, huh? Rajay, need effort. Effort, say, buddy.
So that is the action so far.
Good six
Jake
here.
Ball, he was travelling the distance, as well as Jasdeep. They were very experienced campaigners. And now
Catch it, boy, please.
is Nanan. Careful, they almost went clattering into each other. The bowler, he's almost ran to the boundary in the end.
Yeah, just conveniently placed, not intentionally there by the batsman, I'm sure, but lands safely in the gap, and
Yes,
that's
they know
unfortunate
that.
from Nanan once again. Succession. That camera's very close to me and John there.
That's gone high and somehow bisected. 3 fielders converging on it. That's me, Aaron Jones. He's got a laugh. He's taking a breather.
Rajesh,
Nanan, he
effort,
needs a
just
break.
like that, bro.
He's bowled that and he's chased after the
step here,
ball
buddy.
into the distance. And he's taken his breath, had a moment, and he's ready to bowl again.
Bro, go.
Short, wide, and he's got away with that one.
A rare poor delivery from Nanan, but
You're right, mate.
cannot get past the fielder here, Jones. He's just slowing up here, now striking just above 100. You sense something's going to happen in the next couple balls.
Bro, go. Yeah, Devi. Yeah, Devi boy.
Again, a dot ball, looks to give himself room, Jones,
put
but
effort,
can't
buddy.
get it through the
Must put
offside. It
effort.
seems that's the way he wants to go here. He wants to try
Come
and
on,
loft
Rajesh.
it over the inner ring and the offside, but Nanan not allowing him to just yet.
Hey, Rajesh.
Nicely bowled, and that's almost another caught and bowled. Another
Rajesh.
player's trying to whip it on the onside. You said earlier, I liked your point about it, just holding in the
Raj.
wicket, and that's what leads batsmen to get a leading edge back to the spinner. 3 dots.
Nice
Oh,
bowling.
bit of cat and mouse going on out there.
Yes, smart take, look to go quicker there. Nanan just
Ready,
pushed
boys,
it a
ready,
bit
boys.
too wide outside off, and he'll have to bowl that one again.
Hey, one run.
Lovely drift. And Nanan just gives you a sense of control. As a fielding side, he's got the experience, but also he's taking wickets as well. So he gets 1 or 2 basically every innings, and he's doing a great job. And that is where he is right now. He's leading
Finish well, bro.
the economy stakes. He's right up there. Fani Samadri from the previous game also having a blinder. So this man, he's having a great series so far. Big shot, and that's not going to help his economy, or is it? Let's have a look, and he's got him. That's brilliant bowling. Nanan, he uses the crease so cleverly, and he's picked up a big wicket.
Another big wicket there. I thought for the moment they'd be checking the no ball, how wide he was in the crease there, just angling in, and a big miss hit. It's gone straight up in the air, and the fielder makes no mistake. Right under it, another big wicket for Nanan. End of the 7th, Titans 59 for 2.
Good afternoon, Maureen K-Nut here. We're back. Just been out, sat in the sunshine. So hot out there today. Erasmus into the crease. Hit some big shots the other game. Decent player. Got some handy offies too.
Oh, Rocco. Yes.
44 off 17 yesterday from Erasmus.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Gonna have a replay of the wicket. Thought he got hold of it.
Sorry, huh?
Good, comfortable catch in the end.
टांग रख के मारेगा. Nora, you
Cut away to
You did good stuff, buddy.
deep cover for a single. Bringing Erasmus on strike. So a good couple of wickets. Bringing themselves back into the game, the Eagles.
Well, new batter on crease, Erasmus, and trying to build this partnership.
Cut away, but didn't quite fancy the single there. They kind of looked at each other. Erasmus definitely prolific with the bat. Big sixes yesterday, looking at this drone footage. Beautiful picture here at the Florida Stadium. And he's gone big straight away. He likes it full. We saw it yesterday. 1 bounce 4. Over long off. Brave from Sunny Patel to pitch it up there. We saw how Erasmus liked that yesterday. He liked it in his half, giving himself room. He's followed him. That's an excellent strike. Really getting into the groove of things now. Erasmus has found his place in this competition.
Next up, running the scoreboard. 2 runs. This partnership is very important for Titans. 2 wickets lost already.
Oh, yes!
And he's bowled him! Bit of a quicker delivery there from Sunny Patel. Erasmus chopping on, I feel. Gone back to a slightly quicker delivery. Very deceptive there from Sunny. Excellent bowling. We have another look here. Yeah, just beating for pace. No bat involved. Erasmus has to depart. He's come in quickly, he got going, but he has to depart just as quickly. For 6 runs off 4, score is 66 for 3. So Erasmus gone, sorry. That brings Krishnamurthy to the crease. Saw a prolific batting display from the youngster. Best of 104 not out on debut for the NJ Titans, his first match in the US Premier League, and he smashed a fantastic ton. So Raj Nanan to continue from the north end.
One, Jesse, one. Jesse, run
An
out. Jesse,
easy
run
back
out.
foot punch. They will be pushing for 2. And easy 2 at the end. Making the most of it. And this is the last wicket. The main one of Erasmus trying to make room. A little quicker delivery by Sunny.
Partnership here will be key. If Krishnamurthy and Jones can work together now to get a base back again.
Oh.
And he's dropped and ran, could be a quick single, and he's made it safe. Most youngsters are quick these days, aren't they? Krishnamurthy safe and sound. Jones been in from the start here. He's just signalling for a new bat. Not happy with his current one. But going steady at 19 off 20. Look at steady last couple of games as well. Seems to try and anchor the innings, playing a skipper's role.
And again, 2 singles coming along. Just pushing it through. Mid-wicket cover for those singles.
Nice, Raj. Nice, Raji.
Run rate's still going okay here, aren't they, as well? Still ticking along nicely at 8, thanks to the great start that they had in the power play. I think with the wicket slowing up, it definitely looks a little bit more difficult once the field is spread and the spinners come on. Back of a length and whipped into the leg side again by Jones. Been really impressed with Nanan this competition. He's bowled really well in the power play, incredibly accurate, and then out of the power play, you can see he does have the ability to turn it, and he gets good turn, good bounce. I'm really impressed with his skills. He was one of the candidates for a wide no ball in yesterday's match. Second best economy in the competition as well at 5.62. 4 wickets to his name. Taking a wicket in every match, so crucial.
Oh.
Well, as you're talking about, the line and length and consistency of Nanan has been exceptional.
Absolutely, incredibly skilled bowler. Constantly in the wickets. Again, full and straight there from Nanan. Jones runs through for a single. That completes the ninth. Score is 73 for 3. Sunny Patel to continue from the pavilion end. 3 wickets have fallen for the Eagles. Titans going steady. 73 for 3. Nearing the halfway mark. Jones advances. And it's gone straight into the hands of Yas. The safe hands of Yasir. He does not drop those, and Sunny Patel, he gets another breakthrough. The big wicket of Jones. He was ticking along nicely, but bad time to get out. He thought it connected, and it's gone pretty flat and pretty hard. Straight into the hands. We'll have a drinks break now after this fall of wicket. Join us back shortly. Score is 73 for 4. That wicket from Sunny Patel brings Hamad to the crease. We were just talking off air actually about how this pitch is slightly different to the pitch from the previous couple of days. But it definitely seems a bit stickier. Talking to a few of the players after enjoying the games, finding it a little bit stickier, which shows the importance of getting off to a good start in the power play. Which the NJ Titans did, but look how difficult it is now, and pace is being taken off the ball. It's so hard to find the boundary. Sunny Patel not quite ready to bowl that one. We'll go again now.
Oh, nice.
That's the last wicket. Trying to make some room, and Sunny striking, making the Jones go back in the pavilion.
There's a big shout again for Abu Dhabi here. Maybe a little bit too high. Bowling incredibly accurately is Sunny Patel. just going back to that previous wicket, I do think that's an example of the pitch just holding up a little bit. Yesterday, a bit of extra pace, it would have gone for 6. Let's have a look here. Oh, that's close. That is very, very close. Unlucky there, I feel, from Sunny Patel. Perhaps the umpire thought it might have been sliding down. Bit more back of a length there, whipped into the leg side. They're going to look to push for 2. No, they'll settle for 1. Jesse Singh out there, the cow corner boundary. 2 wickets to his name now, Sunny. 2 for 13 so far. Very good economy rate as well in the middle. Did you like bowling in the middle? Did you enjoy that phase of the game?
Well, I've absolutely loved bowling everywhere. So may it be the attack bowling or the middle order, always a chance to get lots of wickets.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of that phase where batters are trying to knock it round, and then they're trying to assess when to go for the boundary, when not. A couple of wickets in there as well, it becomes a lot more challenging. I love kind of getting off to a really good start in the power play, and then once you've got yourself going, you can just knock it around in the middle and go big again at the end. Going back of a length, whipped into the leg side. A little bit risky playing against the spin, but it works. Titans 76 for 4, 10 overs.
One must go there, bro. Fine. Square leg हो जाओ. अच्छा हाँ.
New Jersey Titans currently top of the table, or second in the table. Big top of the table clash here today. Whoever wins this game, play top. Yasir Mohammed, good skilled leg spinner. 2 wickets so far in these first few games. He starts back of a length delivery, whipped into the leg side. Batters will settle for a single. So 2 new batters on strike at the minute. Got to try and get some sort of partnership together here, haven't they?
Well, yeah, they will have to buckle up. This wicket so far brought to you by Distro TV, an exceptional piece of bowling by all the bowlers.
Yes.
Absolutely brilliant. Catching on the field as well. Well, that's what we say, catch it will win matches. And there goes Erasmus. And Jonas, the main batter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, leg spin's proving difficult to play on this wicket. Excellent control from Yasir Mohammed and Sunny Patel combined. Good bowling and partnerships together, these two.
1 run.
Again, not much the batter can do about that. Hamad just back of a length, whipping it away. Good aggressive bowling by Yasir. He knows it's a big boundary out there towards the leg side, so it's just digging it into the pitch. A good tactic when the wicket is slow.
They'll just settle for 1. Some back foot punches towards the mid wicket. And as Yasir's bowling, it reminds me of his spectacular catches, bowler back drive. I still want to see another one.
And he's gone for the sweep shot. It's a big shout. Appears as if he got outside the line of that one. Umpire unmoved. Score is 80 for 4 after 11.
You are creating. And I used to be. Stopped. Not able to get the footer.
Looking at that drone footage, a beautiful view of Florida, Fort Lauderdale. And Jesse Singh back into the attack. Didn't play yesterday. I overheard that he was at a family baby shower. That's why he wasn't playing, so thankfully no injury or anything from there, just some family commitments. But he's back in this side today. For 11 off his first over, the Titans had a fantastic power play. Really aggressive batting. We'll see how he returns here. Starts with a short ball that's crunched away into the leg side boundary. Raj Nanan out there. Collects it safely. That shot deserved to go for more than one, didn't it?
Well, a full-bladed shot. But again, the bowler has bowled in the right areas. You know if the ball is going to the fielders only.
Absolutely, but the sound of the ball off that bat is the sound of a man in form. Krishnamurthy, 104 not out a couple of days ago.
Well, what a shot that is. Absolutely brilliant towards the boundary. That full-bladed drive. Smacking it through the cover region.
That shot of the day for me. Absolutely glorious on a wicket that is proving a little bit slow. That relied on pure timing, pure class. Pierced the gap perfectly. Kohli-esque, wasn't it? Got some fans into the stadium today, having a little watch. Fantastic cricket that we've got on show here. Well bowled there from Jesse. A little off-cutter, similar length as the previous delivery, but took pace off it. Gajanan Singh in there, extra cover. Have a look at that, yeah, just rolled his wrist down the side of it. Good bit of athletic fielding as well. Head in hands for Jasdeep Singh. Run rate still going okay, 7.5 and over. But can't help but feel they'll need a partnership here if they're going to lay any kind of foundation towards the back end. Back of a length again there. Guided nicely down to third man. Get off strike. Both batters striking at 100 currently, getting themselves in, getting a feel for the wicket. It is different to previous days. Looks like it's taken a little bit more time to get used to it.
The partnership building up. 14 of 15 deliveries. Another beautiful shot by Hamad in the gap. There was no chance for the fielder to reach that one. Another beautiful cover drive.
And Jesse looking in frustration there. He looks angrily at his fielders. Another gorgeous cover drive. Let's have a look how close this was to the fielder. Can we see? No, I don't think he could have got a hand on it. Most fast bowlers always look at their fielders as if it was their fault. But that's just a fantastic shot. A little bit too full from Jasdeep Singh. Put well away by Hamad.
Ooh, that was a cheeky one. Could have been gone to the stumps. Good one by Jasdeep. Titans 92 for 4.
Come on, boys, move around.
The New Jersey Titans versus the Carolina Eagles. If you missed it, Titans got off to a fantastic power play. Struck the ball beautifully. This pitch is a little bit slower, so after the power play, few fall of wickets. Batters have struggled a little bit more. Currently 92 for 4 off 12. Yasser Mohammed back into the attack. Bowled incredibly well so far. And there's a potential run-out opportunity at the non-strikers. That would have been close. Good bit of athletic fielding there. But they scramble through a little bit of indecision.
Get ball, get ball! Come on here, lads.
Just kind of looking there. Oh, it's too high in the end, the throw was.
Oh, yes, buddy.
Pushed out to the cover boundary by Krishna Murthy. Looks such an accomplished player for just 19 years old, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Yasser
Yasser has been bowling exceptional throughout the tournament so far.
Oh, well bowled, little slow ball. Potentially a googly there, I couldn't quite see it from the line. See if we can have another look back at that. But definitely off pace, he took all pace off that. He looks like a cool dude as well, looks like he's got style off the pitch.
Yeah, Jackie.
Trying to make room to cut it. Their fielder all over the ground. You're not able to find the gap in between. Slight bit of adjustment and they can get a boundary from there.
Need a boundary soon, don't they, the Titans? Is it short? This could be one of them. Picked up beautifully by Hamad for a maximum. That's gone a long way. Just as we were talking about, you felt that they just needed something to break the shackles, something to get them both going. Hamad moves to 21 off 16. Picked it up so nicely. Oh, it's Krishna Murthy actually, it's not Hamad. I did think it looked like him on your screen. I think it says Hamad, but it was Krishna Murthy who hit that 6. Fantastic pickup from him. We saw that yesterday in his prolific 100. Picked that 6 up hugely, really picked up that length, sorry. Plenty of 4s have been hit so far in this tournament. Some awesome striking that we've seen in the USPL. Have a look at some of these here from second match of the tournament today. Look at these beautiful striking, clean striking of the ball. Superb 4s there.
Nine 4s in total so far. Is something wrong with the ball? Nah. Always happens.
And gone, another caught and bowled. We've seen 3 of those today. Soft dismissal again. 3 caught and bowls. It might even be 4 caught and bowls that we've seen today. Again, demonstrating at this wicket, it's just that little bit slow. Another one just pushing at it, slightly hard hands. He almost celebrated before he caught it then. He's buzzing to get the wicket. A crucial wicket of Krishna Murthy. These guys know what he can do from this position. Yeah, just signalling there. 99 for 5.
For 5, just 1 run away from bringing up the 100. New Jersey Titans. They've really been challenged today with the bat. I mean, losing 5 wickets, we haven't seen them do that so far in the tournament. Their top order has been fairly steady. I guess that fatigue's coming into it too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? It's really tough. Games back to back. It's pretty warm. As Josh Cobb comes in, strike rate of 160, very handsome. He hasn't fired yet, Josh. He got going yesterday. I think early 20s, and then got a short one and just spliced it straight up in the air, which is one of his strengths. So he'll be keen to make amends for that today. Ball in 5 there. there. Just having a look at this wicket. Angle, good angle in. Oh, just held. Still let it come.
Pushed into the offside. It's going to be a dot. Oh, we've got to continue that conversation about the cruise. I'd love to go on a cruise again.
The shots are long off. Only one. Yeah, we do actually, yeah. We talked balconies, didn't we? Talked balconies. Slides, that's an interesting one. How long are the slides? Because I know there's one Disney cruise that has a slide. I think you go up to the top and you actually slide outside the width of the ship out over the ocean and come back again. A friend of mine was on it, said it was incredible.
It wasn't quite as large, but they had 2 slides. And I mean, to think that you're on a water slide on a cruise, it blows my mind. I was rocking for about a week after I got off of it, though. No, believe me, no alcohol in the system. Pulled away.
Jesse, run out! Jesse, run out!
Gonna be a single. Oh no, good running this. Coming back for the second. Is this gonna be tight? Needed a better throw.
Yeah, good shot there. Josh Cobb in. Back of a length from the bowler. Cobb opened up and played nicely. Giving himself room. Ready to free his arms. Good shot down there. Good bit of fielding. Picked up. Actually, it was a tough ask to go all the way down there from this far side into the breeze over the top.
Oh my goodness!
What's been the most exciting holiday you've been on?
Oh, exciting. I was out playing cricket in Cape Town many years ago, and I did a bungee jump out there on a big crane over the beach, which was exciting. Sadly, a dot ball there for the Titans. 14 overs gone, 102 for 5.
देखते रहना
Gonna be Yasser back in the attack. The photographer for the New Jersey Titans, Morel. Actually, she does a lot of photography here in the US for cricket, works with USA Cricket as well. Cut away and does beat the fielder. Just doesn't have as much pace on it. Will this be pulled back? Yes, it is. Well done. And it's going to be 2 runs, I believe. 3.
A very rare 3. There can't be many 3s. That must be I think about the second 3 in the competition. Just split the gap perfectly. The poor, just a little. Yeah, that's good work. The problem is there, the ground zone is going to go crazy with the spikes, so there's nothing else he could have really done on those very, very expensive covers. Josh Cobb there, flat bats that, waiting for it to be full. Loves to lift the ball straight, Josh. He likes to lift it full, likes to hang back and pull over straight mid-wicket. Big hitting guys, 6'2", strong guy, quite big, heavy bats. He'll be looking to attack. Shot into the pitch, fast hands. Go through mid-wicket there. Breeze has just picked up a little bit again now as well. The sun's come back out after the clouds are disappearing, which is nice. 107 for 5, desperate for a good partnership here, 7 over.
Pulled away for single. You've been bungee jumping, eh?
So I did the bungee jump, that was good fun. Yeah, I enjoyed that, but actually you forget, you actually do it about 5 or 6 times because the elasticity flies you back up again. I'd forgotten about that. But yeah, that was great fun.
Something I've always wanted to do, and I've never had the chance to do it. But I must say, as I get a bit older, it makes me a bit more nervous now.
I'm a bit older now, and I just like sunshine and chilling.
Shot this one. It's come out of the screws and it's gone a long way for 6. Hamad helps himself to half a dozen.
Magnificent execution from Hamad. Wow, slog sweep, low to high backswing, absolutely out of the screws, and he's now playing beautifully. Yassir, not a bad ball, and magnificent shot there. Just to finish the over. Actually, no, that's my mistake. I think there might be one left, is there? Well, 4 4s and 6 6s now for the Titans.
The projected score gets them to 153 at this rate, and if they can get a bit of a partnership and have Hamad out there towards the end of this innings, they might get a few more than that. We've seen the scores just be a little bit lower than we're used to in the last couple of days. It's a different surface today. We have seen some movement as well. Ball seaming around. Been a little bit difficult over the course of today than it was yesterday.
A ball, good reply. A single.
15 overs gone, 115 for 5.
Guys, off the water.
55 for 1 in the first 6 overs in the power play. Moved on to 60 for 4. It's a bit of an improvement from the power play. At 5 more runs.
Yeah, the last 30 balls have really struggled, haven't they? 39 for 1, last 30 balls.
Glorious looking shot down the ground, and it's 6 more. Hamad, what an innings he's playing here.
Stunning hands from Hamad. Jake Ball replacing Sonny from the pavilion end. Just a hint of width, fraction too full, and punished absolutely brilliantly over wide extra cover with the wind. A little bit of breeze down there. Wow, hands, incredible hands. 33 off 21 now, Hamad. Titans just starting to push hard. See if they can get this score up to 10, 11 and over. 165, 170 would be something that could really defend well, I'm sure.
Quick single, just guiding it fine to backward point. What do you reckon par score is here, Paul? Second game of the day?
I would have thought it'd be a fraction higher. 23 partnership, 14 balls now. Cobb and Hamad. I think I'd have thought it would have drawn out perfectly and been the best of the day right now. But I think just 30-ish balls left. There should be, I think Cobb's made a mistake there. I think there's one there. Just got on the back foot. He's apologised to his partner. Hamad desperate to get down and on strike. He's seen this ball brilliantly. For me, I think 170, 175 is par on this pitch. I think it's dried out a little bit now and it's coming on nicely. No uneven bounce. Looks good.
Pulled away. I think they would have gotten there quite easily had it not been for the 5 wickets, unfortunately, for the Titans. The Carolina Eagles have pegged away at the wickets. Sujit Gowda, who was a performer yesterday with a handy 70, not able to get some runs today. Ahmad Alam, Erasmus Jones, and Krishnamurthy. The wickets falling in consistent fashion. Well played this, and it's placed to absolute perfection. What a shot this is from Hamad. He'll pick up 4.
Well, great balance from Hamad. Slightly shorter ball, just rocked back, and he knew that the 2 fielders, backward point and third man were up. Absolutely pierced the gap perfectly there. Jake Ball, slow ball, bouncer, slow ball, bouncer. Instead of Ball would want him to drag it into the ground, but he went the other way. Very skillful batting, very clever mindset.
knows the call and sent back for a dot. 16 overs gone, the Titans 127 for 5.
Yeah, talking about the holidays, my wife, she just likes to put the feet up and chill on a holiday, so that's her thing. She's not bothered about whatever it is, the things in life. She likes holidays.
1 run.
Push down the ground. It's going to be a single to start the over. Yasser into the attack. I feel like we will get to that phase eventually once the kids are a bit older. At the moment, it's not nearly as put your feet up.
No, that's a crucial age, isn't it? 4 and 6, is it you'd mentioned? Yeah, that's a tough age for parents.
No, 1.
Through the offside this time. Singles coming in quite consistently for the Titans.
Projected score 7 and over 158, 9 and over 162. That's more like it. Got to get up to that 165, 170. I'm sure they can if these two stay together a bit longer.
Calls for catch it. And this might be a wicket. It is Roshan Primus in the deep. Takes a comfortable catch in the end, and it's going to be the end of Cobb.
Commentator's curse for Cobb. Try to big these two up. They're playing nicely. Nice little partnership, but unfortunately someone else perishes to that deep boundary into the breeze. Got high on the bat. Very, very well bowled there. You see it into the pitch, gets his bounce. Just tucks people up for room because of his angle on the crease. His action's very, very high past the 12 o'clock. Then there's the signal. He's giving it himself. He's happy with the call. Future umpire, who knows? Cobb, 6 of 9 balls, 129 for 6.
Gonna be James, Joshua James, 43 runs off his 2 innings, healthy strike rate, and not a bad best, 43 not out.
Big strong boy, that's what we need. A bit of bottom hand muscle.
Played a very handy knock a couple of days ago, wasn't it? Hit a few lusty blows towards the end.
Here's the demise of Cobb. Good bowling, tucked him up a long room, made him hit the long boundary into the wind. Very clever bowling, very smart bowling. That's exactly what the Eagles needed at the moment. Titans, just no real partnerships after the Gowda early, 37 off 19. Jones, 21 off 23. But just since then, it's almost been, 4, 6, 7. Azam needs to keep playing well. Ahmad Azam, 43 of 26, playing beautifully. 165 strike rate. Need him to go right to the end here. He's playing a gem of an innings.
Quick single to end the over. Oh, and nearly run out. Regardless, 17 overs gone. The Titans 132 for 6. Taking a look at the standings at the moment, it's the Eagles who are just above the Titans, sitting number 2 and number 3 at the moment. The winner of this is going to move up with 6 points, and depending on the net run rate, we'll have to see how it ends up with the Maryland Mavericks, who are sitting at the top at the moment with 6 points. Of Joshua James, he was part of a very good partnership with Krishnamurthy not too long ago. Krishnamurthy scoring a century, the youngster, and James playing a very handy knock. We know he can hit the long ones. We've seen him do it not too long ago, and he'll want to continue doing that.
James wants a new bat. His bat must have bust. Just a little push for one. I can't imagine that's going to be £2 3 ounces. I can imagine that's going to be close to £3. A big, strong young man.
What weight did you bat with?
Good question. I actually started off about 2.8 when there was a lot of West Indian quicks around in county cricket. The Patrick Pattersons, even at Leicestershire we had Winston Benjamin quick bowler, John Agnew quick bowler, Philip de Freitas quick bowler, Chris Lewis could bowl quickly in his time as well. So our green nets at Leicester were a handful as a youngster. You learned to play quick bowling, and then I think as I got a bit older and a bit more gym orientated as well, I moved to 210. But the bats, I was with Gunnar Moore for many years in Slazenger. Gunnar Moore bats. Just watching the development of bats and the science behind bats. Now at Gunnar Moore, they've got this big kiln, this huge kiln where they dry them out, and it's the science and the machinery in there. It's incredible. But it's funny because you get sent a bat when you buy a new sponsor. As soon as you start scoring a few more runs, all of a sudden you get invited down. Suddenly you start scoring a few more hundreds, or an England A, or a representative game or two. You start to go into a different room with a slightly nicer grain bat. And eventually, playing for your country, you end up going through the back into a very special room with a selection of whatever you want. And there's some great bat makers around the world, and I was very lucky to have Kevin at Gunnar Moore and a little bit at Slazenger was a great man who's sadly no longer with us. Eric Loxton, who was an absolute gent of a man who'd made bats for Slazenger for many, many years. And you also got a boot full of Slazenger tennis balls as well, with the factory being right next door to the Slazenger tennis ball factory. Titans 132 for 6, still at 7.7 and over.
Going to be Jesse Singh coming back. He hasn't picked up a wicket yet, but not bad. 23 runs off his 2 overs. Yeah, I stopped at a 2.7. I think that was heavy enough for me. If anything, I could have probably gone down. Just a bit more control when it's a bit lighter, isn't it?
It is, and people get a bit giddy, I think, with heavy bats. Because actually it's your body weight that hits the ball hard, and your bat's like a piece of chalk in your hand and you just draw lines. So, any youngsters watching, you should be able to hold your bat, holding the top of your handle straight out, and at least for a minute, hold it for a minute. Because you've got to be able to play the short ball.
Cut away, and this has flown to the boundary. It's going to go 4 more, and it's Hamad again.
Peach of a shot from Hamad. Wow. Timing to perfection. He's hit that ball with no major pace on the ball. So hard. The base he gets into there, very good base. His feet aligned. He's not closing himself off. Outstanding shot to get the elevation, leant back to get it over the point, and then the spin on the ball just takes it away from the fielder for 4. Terrific here for Hamad. If he could just face half these balls or 3/4 of these balls. Thinking. That is just great thinking. He knows he has to bowl straighter after the cut shot. He knows he has to come a bit fuller, perhaps. Got down and helped on its way. But the position he got into before the ball was there was perfect. His thinking's class.
Just find the shot so dismissive to the bowler. Bit of an insult, really. Coming in with all that pace, completely missing his length, Jesse Singh. Line as well, going down leg, just helped along the way. What a beautiful shot. He watched it all the way onto the bat as well. With that, he brings up his half century, Hamad. What a half century it's been with just 28 deliveries, 4 fours and 3 sixes, and he's got 7 dots in there.
Incredible strike rate, just under 180 strike rate. It just made it, the position he got into early, I think that's what fueled the ball, and that's why he threw in the full toss.
Just opening the face and placed so beautifully. I mean, he is all class, Hamad. He picks up another boundary.
Brought the captain to his feet. This over, what a magnificent over he's doing here, Hamad. 1, 4, 6, 4. Last 30 balls now going well. 54 for 2. What a play. He's hit some stunning boundaries, he really has. Classical shots as well, isn't he? Comes right back through into the ball.
Good cricket this. Picked up a couple of boundaries, and it's a quick single. 1 delivery to come in the over for Joshua James. Projected score now moving up to 165.
Well, if it can stay at 8.3. Projected scores 165. Oh, we're just looking at the bat. Yeah, the umpires have the guide, and what they've got to do, it's got to go through there. If it doesn't go through there, that gauge, you're in trouble. There's a fine. Generally, there's a fine.
What a shot this is. This is gone all the way for 6. Glorious over the bowler's head. That is power.
Raw power. You cannot pitch the ball up to James. You cannot pitch it up. They haven't learnt the lesson yet. Titans after 18, 154 for 6.
That 18th over was a biggie. Plenty of runs coming off of that, thanks to both Hamad and Joshua James. Hamad going at 183 for his strike rate, 55 off just 30 deliveries. Now projected score 171. It might be a bigger total than it was in the first game, which we haven't seen yet. Normally the totals have gone down as the days progressed.
I think this pitch started off a little bit damp this morning, first thing. Just that little bit of tackiness in it, a little bit of seam movement, and now the sun's come out. The wind, I think the wind's drying it as much as anything, that little consistent breeze. The ball comes back from the top.
That is as wide as he could have pitched it, and I think he might have gotten some bat on this as well. So gets away with that ball.
I think it was because the batsman walked across. So as the batsman walks across, obviously now the wide line, the new rules, the wide line goes wider as well for the bowler. As long as he stays on the cut bit, it can't miss the cut bit. So tried to sweep that from ball. He was thinking probably length back of a length. He's got fine leg up and square leg up, so trying to sweep it over their heads.
This one's going to be a wide. Didn't move across the stumps, and ball just trying to aim to keep it as wide as he possibly can. A bit too far this time.
Ooh, I think that's tight. I think that's really tight. The keeper and the bowler were a bit frustrated by that. I wonder if we can see if we can get a little repeat on this. Here we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, but the batsman's come across outside off stump, so the
Definitely coming across the stumps there. It's a bottom edge. He'll pick up a single. Makes it so difficult to bowl to batters doing all that, isn't it? You just have to keep adjusting your line and your length.
Yeah, Ball does a lot of bowling at the death. He has done over his years. It's really interesting here, actually. He's not coming round the wicket. He normally comes round the wicket and likes to bowl wide haul and Yorkers. So close Yorkers to the batsman's boot and also wide Yorkers.
That's going to be another wide. Missing his mark. Anticipating that the batter's going to move across the stumps again. This time it's Joshua James. We haven't seen him do that yet. If anything for him, you pitch it up and in the slot, expect it to be gone.
Exactly right. It's an interesting field, this for James. I think they should be looking at fine leg back and somebody up from the offside here for ball.
This is going to be another wide. A little bit tight on this call, but it looked like it might have just been on that line. It'd be interesting to see a replay on this one.
Well, for me, the keeper's not moved there. So let's have a little look. Oh, it's just gone, hasn't it? It has just gone. Yeah, a bit frustrated. Yeah, very good umpiring.
Pick that up, and it has gone miles up in the air. And he is gone. Catch taken, well judged, especially when you've barely got any clouds in the sky. Can be a tricky one, but he finally picks up the wicket, and it's Joshua James.
Joshua James there, that is the most West Indian shot we've seen for days. He has opened up and just flung himself off the back foot like Richie Richardson in his prime many years ago. Ball had a tough time, slow ball, straight up in the air. Thankfully there's a few clouds. Good low catch. Don't think it quite went in the breadbasket, but it's out. Titans struggling a little bit here, 158 for 7.
Right arm, coming out here.
Losing the 7th wicket, the ball before the Titans. And Joshua James going sky high before the catch was taken. It's going to be Zia ul Haq who comes out with the bat. Picked up a 4 for yesterday. Oh, unorthodox from ball number 1.
Right on the edge of his snooker cue, I think, right on the toe end. Right, look at this wicket. James just opened up, try to heave it, but ball just sticking to that outside off stump line, holding his line, holding his line. Yeah, he wasn't comfortable there, was he? He was interesting how people, if in a practice game, you just catch that chest high, but the pressure of a game and a bit of spin on the ball, running a little bit, just all of a sudden puts you under pressure.
Put some extra effort into that delivery, and good carry to the keeper for a dot. The ul Haq, he's got one more delivery to come in the over. He wants to try and bring Hamad on strike as often as he can. It's Jake Ball leading with the most wickets, 9 of them so far in the tournament. Change of pace, and does it have enough legs? No, it doesn't. It's going to be 2 wickets in this over. And what an over this has been for Ball. Zia ul Haq is going to have to go for a duck. Despite all the wides, he's picked up 2 wickets. 19 gone, Titans 158 for 8.
Great bowling by Ball, slow ball again. Fantastic catch running in here, Primus. Well done, young man. Not off the middle of the bat, unfortunately. Action packed over, but Ball comes out of it with 2 wickets and 4 runs. Zia ul Haq departs for 0.
That's it, square. On there. That's it. You're on.
big over, long over comes to an end for Ball. It was a 10 delivery over, but he did pick up 2 wickets. Titans now 158 for 8. 6 deliveries, 6 legal deliveries to come for the Titans. Does this have the distance? It's gone really high up in the air, and no, it doesn't. It's the danger man, Hamad, and we now have 2 batters who are going to be fairly new at the crease with 5 deliveries left in this innings.
Well, he's tried his absolute heart out, Hamad, for his team. Departs on 56. Just Primus held his line. Well done for that. He knew he'd be trying to drag it straight. Reverse cup, straight in the bread basket. Great innings for his team. He's given it his all. There's some stunning shots. Caught Yassir ball Primus, 5 4s, 3 6s. Outstanding innings. 56. 158 for 9.
Sarab Netravalkar comes out to the middle. He's got 5 deliveries to make an impact. Swings from ball 1 and swings into the gap. What a way to start for Sarab Netravalkar. He'll pick up a boundary.
What a great shot, first ball. His eyes were popping out of his head there as he was watching, trying to focus on that ball and that seam when it was coming down for him. Lovely shot. Opened his front foot, stayed in the ball. Nice high backlift, bang, through extra. Great area for him. Lovely shot, just kept his balance. Well played. If we can just get, these are so important, these runs. If he can get another couple of boundaries here, get them up to 170 psychologically, that's a good score to defend. Change your pace, hold your line. Big finish here.
Well played. Won't beat the fielder, but he is looking for those runs and not afraid to open the face of the bat. That time a little bit of finesse.
I just hoped then, I didn't realise his third man was back there. When I looked at the monitor, I thought that was going to be 4 straight away. The ball here, just holding his line outside off stump. Primus coming in. Easy catch for him.
This has gone up in the air. And it will fall safe, and it spins away from Jesse Singh and allow for an additional run. It will stick to just the 2.
It's often one of the funniest things in cricket, watching tail-enders run together. It's quite funny. I love watching tail-enders run together. It's brilliant. Big shot for the leading run scorer. Good catch, comfortable catch. Comfortable head of hair, comfortable catch. What a strong barnet we call that in England, a strong barnet.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go look for a picture with you with some hair. I can't really picture it on you.
It's a waste of a picture.
This has gone in the air again. I don't know if he's got enough. Yeah, just over the fielder's head. He'll pick up 6, turning out to be a very good over to the death of this innings.
Stunning shot, pickup shot, just coming out. He's only faced 2 balls. To hit that from 6, baseball style, just flat. At first he wasn't quite sure. Then that little walk cameraman did really well to get out of the way. Oh, he's nicked it.
Nicked it and should run away for 4. What an effort that was. Saved at least 2 runs. Diving effort. Well done on the last delivery. I think we're going to have a quick boundary check as well, just to make sure that he was clean on this.
To his left, that's a stunning reverse hands over the top. That is brilliant work down there. Looks by the shadow like he's safe. Looks like it's 2 runs. Let's see. to his left as well, his wrong side. Brilliant fielder, but well done, that partnership there at the end. 15 off 5 balls. Could that partnership win the game for the Titans? Brilliant work by the guys down here.
The end of the innings for the Titans, they managed 173 for 9 in their 20 overs. At one point, it didn't look they would have gotten past 135, 140, but solid effort with the bat. Despite the wickets, they have had some decent partnerships and some decent scores. Last 30 balls capitalizing, making it a good one. 58 runs coming off of it despite the 4 wickets. Top scorer in Hamad, 56 off 33 deliveries. A good start for Gora as well at the top, 37 off 19 for him. And a handy knock by the 2 at the very end. Acharya, 10 off 3, and Saurabh Netravalkar, 5 off the 2 deliveries. Decent partnerships for Hamad and Jones. Well, he hung around for a bit, didn't quite have an impact, but it was the Hamad show towards the end of the innings, featuring with 4 different partnerships.
Carolina Eagles bowlers. Ball was expensive today at 11 and over. Jasdeep, no wickets for 15 economy. Nanan, 4 overs, 2 for 22. Well bowled, sir. Sunny, 4 overs, 2 for 18. Yasir, 2 for 29. Primus, 1 for 15. Overall, a good job. I believe we've got Grace standing by downstairs. Who have you got down there, Grace?
And I'm here with Yasir. 3 wickets yesterday, followed up with 2 for 29 today. How much are you enjoying bowling on these wickets?
It's pretty good. The wicket's helping me a little bit, so I'm able to bowl change of paces, and it's really helping a lot.
Brilliant. And also, John Kent's favourite fielder in the competition. You've been taking lots of boundary catches. Do you take pride in your fielding, and where's your favourite place to field?
Any hot spot, to be honest. I'm looking to just anticipate the ball as much as I can, and just wanting the ball to come to me.
Brilliant. And finally, are you happy with chasing down the score, 173?
Yeah, very happy. I think I'm backing our batters, so they're batting pretty well, so looking forward to an exciting chase.
Brilliant. Thank you, Yasir.
Cheers.
Back up to you.
Thank you, Grace. The target for the Carolina Eagles when they come back is 174 in their 20 overs. I'm sure they would have thought that they'd be chasing fewer than that total. However, that wasn't quite the case. We'll be back shortly and we'll have the highlights. An interesting contest so far. The Carolina Eagles taking on New Jersey Titans. And the Titans have managed 173 from their 20 overs.
Some really positive shots up front here. The guys had some stunning shots. Gowda was outstanding. 37 off 19. 3 big sixes for him. Jones again, but then later on the flourish came later. Hamad was magnificent. Every single shot in the book he played. 62 of 35, 5 fours and 4 sixes. A strike rate of 177 at that stage was so needed. But the pace off seemed to do the job. Some lovely shots there, right through the ball. Slog sweep, straight up. Catch there. Catching was good today. But
yeah, Erasmus falling, he was bold, and then the catches, as you said, have been exceptional. The wickets continue to fall as Aaron Jones, followed by Sanjay Krishnamurthy and Josh Cobb falling not too long after that. What an innings it was from Hamad as well. Hamad Azam today put on an absolute masterclass with the bat. This was the wicket of Josh Cobb, just didn't get the distance or the elevation. Roshan Primus making easy work of the catch in the deep. And Joshua James came in and struck a few more boundaries. And the class continued on the other end from Hamad. Until this moment right here, Joshua James just not getting the distance, and a fine catch in the deep before he was dismissed as well. And that was the big wicket. Hamad Azam trying to go big again, just didn't have the distance, and he fell short. But a very handy knock from him. Mohammad Zia-ul Haq was the next to go. And a late effort from the two batters towards the end in Manoj Acharya and Saurabh Netravalkar, hitting a handy few runs in the last over. The target when we come back, 174 in 120 deliveries. We'll be back momentarily with the chase.
Welcome back to the chase. It's 174 runs on 120 balls. Carolina Eagles and NJ titles. What a great day for cricket. Absolutely great weather. NJ Titans all set to go on the field and grab this win. Absolutely brilliant by NJ Titles, restricting them, Eagles, restricting them for 174.
As the team just have their quick chats and final motivational chats being had. The big and the small on the right of screen, have a look at that. Aaron Jones and James standing next to each other in the opening pair of the Eagles. It's weird to know who holds the upper hand right now. To be honest, the Eagles started off slowly. Gowda came out firing, and then the Eagles pulled it back. And then towards the end, the Titans really finished quite strongly. And now this is a really good game in prospect ahead of us. There's been some wonderful batsmen showcasing their skills. Jahangir, he has been pretty much top of the list in the entertainment stakes. He's been really special to watch, and he's got such power. Doesn't even look like he's trying to hit the ball very hard either. So that's quite a natural ability of hitting that ball so hard just through timing.
That is all true. Waiting for see some huge sixes again from Jahangir. Two exceptional innings so far by Jahangir. He has been phenomenal. 200 plus runs, 109 his best. That century was remarkable, wasn't it, John?
Yeah, he started the tournament. We've chatted to him a couple of times, interviewed him as well. He's a partner on the other end, though. He'll need to try and improve on those numbers. A little bit slow out the blocks, but saying that, their team is backing him, and that's what you like to see in a team, not chopping and changing their combinations. This man, he had a big bat out there earlier. He changed his bat and he still hit it far. Made no difference. It's like cutting someone's hair. He's got all the power. What was that? That was an old story. Samson cutting his hair and he lost all his power. But James, they took his big bat away and he still moosed it everywhere. So that's the equation. 174 to win. Oh, it's a false start. Just wasn't quite happy with his run-up. I tell you, he's a bit short on those longs, if you want to call it that. James is a tall man, and he gets some extension to those trousers. He's so tall. Oh, that's down to fine leg, and that is the dream start.
Well, Jahangir is opening in style with a boundary of the very first delivery from James. Well, you cannot bowl a leg side short pitch delivery to Jahangir at this point. Absolutely brilliant start.
As a bowler, though, that is the worst possible start. Dragged down halfway down the wicket and down the leg side. That's meat and drink to this man. And fine leg up in the ring as well. It's a free shot. Help yourself. A bit of buffet early doors. Oh, goodness me, and this is disappointing. You want to set the tone first up with the ball in hand.
Another wide by James. Well, this is the yesterday amazing knock by Jahangir. What a lift of ball. What a lift of ball at every delivery. Even when if it's a half shot, it has gone to a massive boundary. Absolutely brilliant by Jahangir. 64 runs of 23 deliveries. What an innings that was. And again, a great shot by Jahangir towards the boundary.
Wow, what a beautiful shot. This wasn't a slog, it wasn't a heave-ho to the leg side like you see in so much of T20 cricket. Stands tall and just punches it delightfully through cover. Flip to the leg side, and that is another boundary. Goodness me, James has been rocked early here, and he's hardly even broken a sweat.
Raining fours over here from the very first delivery. 3 balls and 3 fours. What a way to start Jahangir's inning. A leg side delivery once again. He's all set to set the tone for Eagles.
Oh, he's picked this up. He's picked it up. He's drop kicked it all the way. I think that's gone all the way. This is a monstrous first over. That's what we do know now. All the way, and he's waving it goodbye. Is the umpire as well. In the slot, leg side angle to that delivery. There's one man back at square leg, but he'll need to be halfway up the spectators' bank to catch that one.
What a flick of wrist that was. Amazing. Just getting the line perfectly.
You've got 2 fielders out there on the leg side. He's taken him down. But the Titans, they are having to pick up the ball beyond the boundary this over all too often. 20 off the over already. All boundaries. This is absolutely brilliant start. Their current run rate high. The required run rate just over 8 to the over now. They're putting a huge dent in this total in the very first over. Rajdeep on strike for the first time. Oh, and no real foot movement to start, and you can see he's a little bit scratchy, a little bit out of form, not quite the same as the man on the other end. So 21 off the first over. Well, if you've tuned in, I'll tell you what, you've missed a lot of action in that first over. Some brilliant strokes. Jahangir, brilliant work from him. This is the man they're going to need to try and strike earlier. Netravalka, he's vastly experienced T20 cricket. Left arm seamer, he's played the highest level as well. He's going to be opening the bowling the far end, the main pavilion. When you look at the field, they're going to be sitting here to the Rajdeep. He got himself off the mark in the last over. I want to try to keep him on strike from a bowling perspective. Early doors here. Oh, he's got right across the stumps. He almost exposed his stumps there, and I thought he got too far across. But having a look at this opening pair, Jahangir, he's been in great form throughout the tournament. One flick over fine leg, a punch. Another one to fine leg, and this one I really enjoyed. The drop kicked him all the way over mid-wicket. Really at the top of his game. And that man, he went the distance in that first over. Was a little bit loose to start, and then he couldn't pull it back after a bit of a slow start out the blocks and poor deliveries. Got punished. Jahangir, he's on strike now. All action, this man. Pulled away in front of square. He just amazing when you're in form. When you're in form, how you see the ball, you pick the line, the length, you don't think too much about what you're doing. Goodness me, and he's opening up some daylight for the rest of the tournament. The rest of the players sitting below him in that log. 250 runs in the tournament comes up. Tell you what, he packs a real punch. Chand Ranjane, the captain. Mavericks as well amongst those players and the top run scorers. A little bit more watchfully played. Rajdeep, I should say.
Well, I think Jahangir is keeping Rajdeep under pressure with the way he has been performing. But again, he will have to find his form back. He will try to keep him on strike.
Pulled away and it just gets over mid-wicket. Some work to do in the deep. Come through for two, so Rajdeep just trying to get a feel for conditions out in the centre. Rushed him a bit. Just looped over that fielder in mid-wicket. Zia. Oh, he's edged it. Oh, I tell you what, that would have been an absolute blinder of a catch behind the stumps. A lovely nick and a full-length dart from the keeper, and it didn't stick.
Absolutely. That would have been a beauty. If God, I would love to see more these kind of bowling by the fast bowler. Nicking it. Absolutely brilliant. Very unlucky to not be caught. Almost in the hands.
His first movement was to put weight onto his left leg, and then he had to go the other way, and it was just too late. The ball moved quickly and he couldn't hold on. Good delivery though, outside edge. Jahangir just rotates strike and retains the strike for the following over. 27 off 2. So 2 overs gone, 27 for no loss. A great start. Jahangir already, he's at 3 4s and a 6. Arjun behind the stumps. Arjun Mahesh. Some hawks overhead. How are you with birds? I don't know them very well, I won't lie. Zia, full huck down the leg side, and Chania swung so hard at that delivery. Now that's a wide to start. The Titans just been a little bit loose with their disciplines.
Or maybe it's just the pressure for from Jahangir, as he has been hitting all over the ground. Ziaul Haq. In the last game, he got 4 for 25. Absolutely brilliant bowling by him.
Good looking shot up the ground. Yeah, Ziaul Haq really did well against the Golden Eagles. Wow, look at those beautiful colours. All the courts, tennis courts, pickleball courts. I'm a bit of a paddle fan. Not so much the pickleball. The pickleball court's just there, and some netball as well. Having a look on the right of screen now, there's some beautiful soccer pitches. There's a cricket pitch there in the middle. There's the ground to the right. Oh, what a spoil. So many sporting facilities. He's blasted. Mid-on coming into position, and that is a massive wicket. Jahangir, he perishes, and you can see the Titans, they are elated with that huge wicket. That means so much to them. Ul Haq in the act.
Zia-ul Haq was brought in for this ball only, for this wicket. Jahangir completely lost that shot, and an easy catch at the end. A little short pitch delivery, was not able to get a hold of that shot, not able to extend his arms. And a little bit of sledging over there, I see. Jahangir goes for 21, 28 for 1 Eagles.
So they've lost their first wicket, have the Eagles, Carolina Eagles. And the skipper, he walks out there. There was a little bit of needle early on in this game. Gurjanath Singh, he's out there. Good strike rate, but his best, you want to improve on that. Left-hander. Oh, I tell you, how did that miss the stumps? Zia-ul Haq, I'm surprised they didn't start with him. He's been in such good form. They thought they'd give the new ball to James. And he's been absolutely spectacular so far.
Well, maybe it was just a little tech test to give Jahangir some confidence, and then bring Zia-ul Haq to break that one. I don't know how they missed the stumps.
Well, that's a bit of a cross-batted slog to start. And he's just trying to adapt early doors here. He's a little bit slow to get the feet moving. But another look, he advanced at the bowler. And what he did well there is he pulled his length back and aimed it at the body. So he wasn't able to free his arms. And I wonder what he said here. Just said, well done, you've got some runs, but time to take a shower. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Brilliant shot to start. Gurjanath Singh getting his innings underway, and it trickles into the boundary.
A good chase by the fielder, but he was nowhere near. The short pitch outside off stump delivery, cutting it in between two fielders. Good way to start. Zia-ul Haq seemed disappointed.
Oh, that's a loose shot. Very loose shot. Well bowled. Good over. Good start from Zia-ul Haq. 32 for 1 after 3.
Absolutely.
32 for 1 after 3. It's been a lot of action out there to start. Mitravalka continues. Rajdeep just continues to rotate strike. We haven't really seen real aggressive intent so far from Rajdeep. We said earlier on he's been looking to try and get some form, get a feel for things. I suppose when you're going at 11 and over to start the innings, you don't have to really push the boat out too much. You can get yourself in and give yourself a chance.
But this will be a test of character for the middle order batters, as they have highly relied on Jahangir. Well, this chase is not going to be easy.
In the air, slightly. Janan just a little bit loose in his execution of some of his strokes so far. The sights and sounds, we saw some of the facilities around us, but having a look at the most runs within the Carolina Eagles side, goodness me, that's a lot of runs between Jahangir and Gajanan Singh on 40 runs. That is a huge difference. Goodness me, you need a few players to step up here now that he's got out early. Lovely shot. The way he played the pull just swiveled beautifully. He's got it away for 4. So Rajdeep, he's starting to get a move on now.
Well, they will have to level up their game and get that confidence, as they still have a lot of games left in the short pitch delivery. And playing that shot in style, placing it towards the boundary.
Guarded down to third man. I thought he got a bit more of that. I suppose a positive thing for the Eagles is the right-left-hand combinations early on. Plenty of waterways around the area. And look at nearby facilities. Palm trees, Florida, iconic Sunshine State. And have a look in the next few days, have a look around, have a wander around the city and see where it may take us. Gonna get my my Speedo on possibly. Have a look at Miami.
It will take us to the beaches.
When in Rome, as they say. So, we are being really spoilt here. I say the weather is absolutely perfect. There's a triangle for Paul Nixon in the back. Well, the fishing is like in Florida. There's some gators around, which I'm not too keen on. There's a big shot and mistimes it. But they're able to trot through for a single. So they're going a 10 and over, 40 or 4.
Third man.
Having a look, there's the soccer field's right of picture as Ulhak continues. A good little piece of fielding, a couple of shars at the stumps. There won't be any further runs with the overthrows.
Complete outside off some deliveries, trying to get those runs. A quick flick of wrist.
Flicked away, he's chipped it over mid-wicket, wide, mid-on, a lovely shot, nice timing, Rajdeep, lovely to see him start finding some form.
Well, it's only after the main batter is out, someone else is able to show his abilities. And that's what Rajdeep is doing, showing off his class. From the front foot, he picks up the delivery. Good use of the wrist towards the boundary.
Oh, a quick single once again. They are hustling quite nicely, the Eagles. We've looked at the waterways around the city and around the ground as well. I want to have a look at possibly on the Everglades. There's an airboat tour. You can go along. I've seen it on CSR Miami. I'm a big fan of CSR over the years.
So beautiful from up here. Might take a helicopter ride.
What a delivery! Ul Haq bowls the perfect Yorker. Oh, what a bowler he is. Brilliant bowling yesterday when he got 4, and now he's got 2, and he's only bowled 10 balls. And there's Jake Ball.
Experience, experience. This is what experience brings on the table. A swinging Yorker in. Absolutely amazing. Zia-ul Haq knows the importance of each and every wicket. And Gajanand have to go back for 7. Eagles 46 for 2.
Welcome back from Lauderhill. The new man out in the middle, Prakash Shrivastava. We've seen him bowl some beautiful off spinners, and it's nice to see him get up the order. Interesting, he didn't have a bowl today. They obviously had so many resources to pull from today that he was given an off day. He bowled really well yesterday, though. He's let this one go past, and he's a bright young talent. His off spinners were good, but this is why he's there. Just kept angling in that ball, and Singh was very late in coming down with that bat. He seems really out of form at the moment, unfortunately. And batting in a number 3 position in the batting order, it's a key area, and you need someone in some good nick. They might need to tweak that a little bit moving forward. Oh, he's nicked it, but it hasn't carried through to the keeper. So Zia-ul Haq has been amazing. 46 for 2 after 5 overs. Okay, 5 overs gone. We've got 1 over left in this power play. It's been a good one. If we have a look over to the required rate, it's just over 8.5 to the over. Here at Erasmus having a chat with Aaron Jones. There are obviously some international stars in consultation on how they want to finish this power play. And I think this is a very big call. Earlier on, James went for 21 in his first over. And this is the last over of the power play. So batters normally really look to go hard at this over, so he's going to have to bowl a lot better. Oh, I tell you what, I thought they knocked the stumps over. Utkarsh playing an interesting shot that hit him on the back leg, and oh, he's very late on that. Extra bounce. Rajdeep was the man who was on strike, giving him a dead leg.
Well, that's a good comeback.
Half an inch further.
I was just going down. It did hit him hard. Seems to be rubbing his leg.
Oh goodness me. And I think it's a very interesting call here from the Eagles, getting this youngster right up the order in the pressure cooker. Because at this delivery here, he certainly didn't play that very well. He backed away a touch to leg. That's not a very good sign facing seamers.
Let's talk about the comeback from James. 21 runs from the first over. And now he is bowling brilliantly.
There's a big shot. It's gone high, not very far. Able to come back for two. So Utkarsh, he's survived a nick earlier on, and now he's trying to launch one. Just got to select the right type of deliveries here. Just try and maybe hold his shape a little bit more. The field is up as well, so if you can just hold his shape, get some decent bat on it, should go to the boundary.
Just keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Flat batted, that's a lot better. Powerfully played, and confidently played this time.
Absolutely. Well, this was a shot played by another player. Absolutely brilliant by Utkarsh. A short pitch delivery and towards mid-on.
So after the first ball he played, I wasn't too sure if he was up to this, but he certainly showed us on that last delivery he can play his own game. Oh goodness me, that's a beamer, and that's dangerous. The umpire's already got the arm out, and that's going to be a free hit and, more importantly, a warning to the bowler. That was cheapers. He's lucky he didn't get hurt there. That was a quick delivery. The no ball, first of all, was the reasoning is because it was above waist height, but I think they normally look at the front foot anyway. But that is an extremely dangerous delivery.
Absolutely. Would have hurt so bad. Had a good pace on it too. He's saved. Proper beamer. So Rajdeep has been awarded a free hit. Let's see what he will do with this delivery.
Yorker, which is heaved away to the onside. Utkarsh just happy with a single. So all in all, I suppose it's not a bad result for James for the free hit. It could have been a lot worse, and would have heaped on the pain because he's gone for 30. 1.5 overs, and it hasn't been pretty. It's a big call to bowl him, I thought, this last over of the power play. There's 10 off it already. Rajdeep, should say, Kosh. Can he try to pick up another boundary to finish this power play? Good looking shot, just a bit toe end of the bat, but the power play has come to an end, 56 for 2. So having a look at the comparatives, Eagles 11 ahead, but they've lost one more wicket. Now this is where, when the Titans batted, the Eagles came back pretty well, and they took some wickets in the middle section of the game. 7 overs to about the 12th over, they came back into the game. At the moment, the required rate 8.43. And it's nicely balanced, I think, this game right now. It's really is on a knife edge. Manoj Acharya coming into the attack, 3 for 20. He showed on a wearing wicket the last couple of days that he can bowl cutters, and he's very good at changing his pace. But this is a fresh wicket, so it'll be interesting to see if he gets as much purchase off the wicket. Big shot over cover. He's timed that pretty well. It didn't look like he got all of it, but it's gone for 4.
Not so much of a good-looking shot, but yet another boundary for Rashdeep. Completely twist of the wrist. No hold of the grip. But another boundary. Well, it should keep on coming. The run should keep on coming.
That's good fielding. Excellent work. He just guarded it down to third man.
Yeah, he's just trying to place it. The placement can get a little better in between two fielders.
Trying to guard it down to third man again. He's intent on trying to hit it down to third man at the moment. Rajdeep Utkarsh has shown a couple of moments. He's played some good shots. One boundary last over with a pull shot. But he's been given an opportunity, and it's a best way to give youngsters the opportunity at this moment in the game, not giving him a few balls at the end of the innings. Get him up the order, expose him to this sort of match situation. Can he adapt? Can he handle it? That's always good to see a youngster. Can he handle the pressure situations early on? And he is very young still.
Well, that's rightly said. This is the right time for him to perform, an opportunity to become a star. And situations like these only create superstars.
Oh, very wristily played. I would imagine he might be a really good player against spin. He looks like quick on his feet. He's quite slight in stature. So I think he'd like to use his feet, possibly sweep. And he's got the talent. It's all the mental aptitude that needs to come with that sort of talent to take him to the next level. Oh, he still hits it down to third man. Rajdeep, I thought he might have tried to really have a dip at that. It was really wide. 63 for 2 after 7.
Up here, Raj, left arm.
Well, the Eagles need 111. Nelson of 78 balls, sorry.
Sanjay. Sanjay, come Sanjay.
Great game so far. Rate required 8.54.
Krishnamurthy then coming into the attack for the first time today. What a tournament he's had so far. 6 wickets with a best of 4 for 29. What's he got for us today?
Oh.
Good stop diving to his left there in the field. It was a little bit shortish, bit of a loosener from Krishnamurthy, but he gets away with it.
Nice shot down the ground off the back foot. It's straight, easy one, good bowling. Krishnamurthy, he can just deal in ones, he'll be a very happy chap. He's the youngster. Young Utkarsh. Had a little interview last night in here in the pavilion. He spoke beautifully.
That one pushed away and it stopped with the foot. We've seen a couple of them. We're back to the 80s here with some of the fielding, but it was effective nonetheless. Good shot there from the youngster. Would have liked to see that sail past the fielders.
And from the village green, that wasn't it?
Oh! Cut off the stumps, and they think of a quick single, but think better of it. Some quick fielding in there.
From Sanju. Well bowled, Sanjay. Lovely bowling, lovely bowling.
Left outside, off there by Rajdeep. I think he thought it was going to be a wide, but umpire decides it's a fair delivery.
Nice. Lovely work, Sanjay. On you, buddy. Well done.
Just a single then off the last ball. A fantastic over from Krishnamurthy. It's unsurprising to see him to go only 3. End of the over, Eagles 66 for 2 off 8.
Turn, boys, turn.
Beautiful drone pictures from square leg, moving round to long off. There we go, square. Brilliant pictures.
That one dabbed finally, and that's what I thought it was going to be a clever piece of batting, but Josh Cobb there at short third means it's only a single. I thought he'd got that finer, Paul, did you?
I thought there was more pace on it, but fortunately for Josh Cobb, in his new trainers, his new shoes, that it's just, I think they look a bit like the running shoes with some new spikes on they just had done. Wearing them in. Sadly not got any runs in them yet, but hopefully that'll come.
Oh, short and wide, and it's there to be hit. Oh, gosh, just doesn't quite get that one away. Yeah, he's had some decent starts, hasn't he, Cobb? And he just hasn't got going. You sense there's a big innings under the belt for him still, though, Paul.
Yeah, he's a consistent performer. He's been consistent for a long time now, Grace. So, yeah, he'll be keen to show what they've got. But this required rate now just starting to tweak up to 9. It can't get above any more than this now.
Pulled away nicely by the youngster. But gosh, just the one. It's a really tough situation for the 17-year-old to come in here. Great exposure for him, but might just lack the power that some older batters have, and that's not for lack of skill. That's just the pure youth of him.
Yeah, definitely. And also the shorter ball. When you're younger, you don't get exposure to the short ball and the quicker ball above chest high. So, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if they start targeting the short ball to him.
Well, that is sweetly struck. It's a short delivery and it's given the treatment. It picks the gap between cow corner and long on perfectly. A one bounce four. What a shot that is.
Rajdeep, there's the power you require. That's how you do it, youngster. This is where it is, short and wide. Bang! Through mid-wicket, right on top of the ball. High-class batting, hit the gap perfectly there.
Well, for those listeners who maybe live in the States and they don't know, I'm actually here with Paul Nixon, English cricketer of a long time, played 2 billion overs of professional cricket. And that's cut away from, oh, and it will be a misfield and just a single. He's played years and years, wicketkeeper, batter, international cricketer as well. Talk us through a bit of your career, Paul, and also where did you access around the ground? Just talk to us a bit about your batting.
Yeah, left-hander. My cricket started in the Cumbrian Hills in the Lake District in the northwest of England, below Scotland, and then it was county schools cricket, then north of England schools, and then went to Leicestershire. Oh, back to the bowler, and that's the over. We'll continue this chat a little bit after this break, Grace. 73 for 2 after 9.
Drinks next, guys. Drinks next.
Go, Sanjay. Come, Sanjay. Come, Sanjay.
Last 30 balls, 33 runs. Youngster squirted square. Coming back for 2. Rajdeep, sorry, coming back for 2. Good running. And then I was very lucky, Grace. I got organised to go to the MCC Young Cricketers, so based at Lords. And one of my first jobs, so based at Lords, you threw to any opposition who wanted to be helped. You played second team games around the country, and it was an amazing education into cricket, really.
Krishnamurthy in, and he's bowled him. He looks to advance down the track, Rajdeep. He looks to go big, but it's gone straight through, and another wicket for Krishnamurthy. Once again, he strikes.
Great bowling, Krishnamurthy, outstanding bowling. Saw him coming up, just undercut it nicely, took the pace off, never got anywhere near it. Middle stump, very well bowled, high class bowling. Another wicket at a key time. Unfortunately now, the Eagles under real pressure. The main man, Rajdeep Davar, goes 32 off 26, 75 for 3.
Jerome Davis then to the crease. No helmet for him. Krishnamurthy 1 for 5 so far. He's in, and that's kept a little low. The wicket did as well. The last 2 from Krishnamurthy just sliding on slightly. So let's hear more about your career, Paul. What are the highlights? Who was the most difficult bowler you faced?
Shot for 1, backward drive to deep extra. Obviously highlights, I love winning, Grace, as you do, you love winning. I love winning the county championships. Here's just the wicket, up the wicket, big moose, and it just kept low right through. Very clever bowling, taking the pace off. As soon as you saw the batsman advancing, you either fire it in or you take the pace off. And he just trusted himself to take the pace off. High class bowling. Obviously playing for England. Obviously I made my debut at Sydney. I'd been on tours, England tours behind Alex Stewart for many years. I was his number 2 for a while in a couple of tours. And that was frustrating, but got the chance to go to Australia in a Tri-Nations against New Zealand and Australia, which we won.
This one's turned off the front foot by Akash. Will just be a single. He's just struggling to push the run rate up here, the youngster. He's batting well, he's seeing it well, but he just needs to push his strike rate up slightly.
Yes, and then yeah, World Cup with England was amazing. I went to the West Indies and had a good World Cup, actually. Averaged 37, 38, felt good. And Duncan Fletcher left then for England. He retired, and I think if Duncan Fletcher had stayed, I'd have carried on, but wasn't meant to be.
That one cut away, field set accordingly though. That cover just slightly straighter here. It's almost like a deep extra cover, slightly unconventional, but it's worked here. End of the over, Eagles 78 for 3.
On this side. On this side. Okay, come.
Let's take a look at that innings comparison then. Look at that worm of the run rate. They're pretty much exact here, the Carolina Eagles and the NJ Titans. However, the NJ Titans did have a great last 10. You can see that acceleration. And it looks like we're going to see the bowling of Erasmus brought into the attack for the first time. South African, here he is.
Yeah, big strong boy, Grace, isn't he? Big strong boy. He's done well so far. Big strong good looking lad. The girls seem to like Erasmus around the commentary box. It's yeah, seems a lovely guy as well.
First ball in, and it's a play and a miss. Yeah, he's been a spectacular athlete in the field, and he's hit the ball hard, hasn't he? And I saw him doing some warm-ups in the field earlier. I think he's been hinting to the captain, come on skipper, give me a bowl, and well, here's his opportunity.
Great start as well. He's backing it up, isn't he? He's kept his line outside off stump, make him hit it along the ground for 1, 2 maximum.
Well bowled again, trailing into the stumps and just pushed into the offside for a single.
So about your career, Grace, the Blaze, have you always been there or have you been elsewhere before the Blaze?
Yeah, so I grew up in Warwickshire, which is obviously a big county in Birmingham. I was there for about 10 years and then made the move over to the East Midlands in Trentbridge for professional cricket. And that's where I've been for the last 3 years or so, and just signed a 3-year deal, so there for the foreseeable.
Fantastic. Got a good side as well, haven't you? Done really well. Very successful of late.
That's another good ball, dot ball. Yeah, we have. We won the T20 comp last year. We were disappointed in the 50 over comp. We should have done better, but me and my fellow commentator, Miss Marie Kelly, also been teammates for 10 years. She's also at the Trentbridge outfit.
You're talking about outfits. You girls seem to turn up in the same kit every day. Isn't that bizarre? The other day you had pink shirts on and white shorts on, and you walked to breakfast. You're like, what are you doing? How comes you're wearing the same?
Yeah, we're pretty synced up, me and Marie. We always end up doing the same things. We're commentating together. We play domestic cricket together. We grew up at the same county, and we even play in the same 100 franchise together. I just can't get rid of her, Paul.
I think there's something else going on there. I think there's a maid of honour there. There's got to be a maid of honour, surely.
And Erasmus has pushed this one wide. I think that's 2 consecutive wides on the bounce now. Well, we've bigged him up here. He can't let us down. Come on, Erasmus. We want a wicket here.
Lovely shot off the back foot down to long on. Just tell about the growth of English cricket for the girls. It's been amazing, hasn't it? The women's game now has just gone through the roof professionally. Things have changed.
It has. It's been absolutely fantastic. We've got now 8 teams of 20 professional players. So if you compare that to a few years ago, there was barely 5 in a side. And Erasmus ends with a tidy first over to start then. Eagles 82 for 3, 92 required off the last 9 overs.
Sanjay. Come Sanjay.
Unsurprising then to see Krishnamurthy into his 3rd over on the bounce from the far end here.
Catch it.
Yeah, poor fielder was looking directly into the setting sun, and he just had to go. He just had to duck and get out of the way. It literally stayed in the sun for a consistent amount of time. You wait for the ball to come out of the sun, and you squint and you turn your head, but actually it just didn't. He just stayed in the sun. He had to jump out of the way, dive out of the way. Can't quite see it from that angle.
That's swept, and he hasn't quite got a hold of it, and unfortunately for the youngster, it's gone straight into the hands of the deep square fielder. It's another wicket for Krishnamurthy. He just can't get out the game, this lad. What a moment in the game here for the NJ Titans.
The little fella's gutted, he's absolutely gutted. He got a good piece of that into the wind as well. But Zia looked very confident moving forward, took it in a nice low position, just a few inches off the ground. The young fella's going to hang out there just in case, but for me it looked like a comfortable catch. Front foot well behind the line. Yeah, hands out at the front, took it comfortably, not an issue there. Happily for Zia, the sun to his back, wasn't an issue, anything. Wearing sunglasses there as well, that's good professionalism from him. The young fella goes off, he hits his pads, he's frustrated, but it's a tough ask now. Required rates going up and up. 84 for 4.
.2 overs gone then, 84 for 4, and it looks like we'll have to see a new batter at the crease.
Middle, yes.
Well, the big fast bowler, Jake Balls. There we go, the impact player. We've got a new impact player. Sharma's in for Jake Ball. He's putting his feet up now, the fast bowler. He'll be quite happy with that. Few wickets and Sharma, what can he do?
Tentative there on the first ball, just back in defence. We've seen a lot of dismissals against the spin in that way, actually, haven't we? Just on the back foot, and let's just take a look at the youngster's dismissal there. That's a good shot, and it's probably gone for 6 on the boundaries he's used to, but just not enough into that big boundary on the leg side. That one played back to the bowler once again.
So yeah, Grace, gone back onto the ladies' game. How many professional outfits did you say there were now around the country?
8 first-class counties and 20 staff in each team, so yeah, plenty of professional cricketers now.
Lovely shot off the back foot through cover from Runak. Eagles 84 for 4. Sadly, the required run rate's going higher and higher and higher, climbing. Required run rate's 10.9 now, just under 11. We need the more senior partner, Davis, to come to the party here. And have you got any pre-seasons? Going to get away anywhere abroad before the season starts?
Yeah, heading to Abu Dhabi towards the end of March. Went there last year. Great facility out there, and yeah, it would be good to get a bit of sun.
Good ball in there for the left arm round to the left-hander, keeping it away from his sort of slog sweep area with a short boundary. 85 for 4 off 12.
Right then, change of bowling. The 7th bowler utilised it. Erasmus, he's only gone for 4 runs off his first over. He's been fetched off, the poor lad. He'll be fuming. I'm sure he'll be giving the skipper some more signs. Out there on the boundary. Sorry about that, losing my voice here. So much talking. We will see Hamad Azam with his right arm medium pace into the attack for the first time today. Pulled away, shouts of catch it, but lands safely. A comfortable 1 bounce pick up there in the field.
Start, back of the length, pulled out for 1 to his field. 3 men out on the leg side. keep it with his shirt out. I'm old school. I like my shirt tucked in, Grace. Do you like a shirt tucked in, or are you an out shirter?
I'm in. Yeah, I just think it looks messy.
I do as well. It's a bit football, isn't it? A bit football
yeah,
style.
very football. Agreement all round in the comms box as well. What do you reckon, John? Shirt in or shirt out? Unanimous for in.
Slow ball work back to short third man. Very well balled, running aggressively there. Hamadan took the pace off nicely. Played beautifully with the bat today.
It's just looking to become more and more difficult for the Carolina Eagles in this chase. You fear when they lost their danger man early on, it was going to be a tough ask, and it's proving to be the case. Going at 7 and over, the run rate required just climbing and climbing, now at over 11 and over. Single then turned into the leg side. Just a bit of rotation here. They're going to need a lot more boundaries. Just 9 fours and 1 6 in this innings in comparison to the Titans. 13 fours and 9 sixes over there, 20 overs, and that's the game right there. That's the difference, isn't it, Paul?
It is, and that back end hitting was just sublime. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be way too much for the Eagles on this occasion. So this next year, Grace, what are your dreams and ambitions, personally and as a team? What do you think you can achieve?
I think we probably want to do the triple, to be honest. That's what everyone wants to do, isn't it? I mean, we've not being biased, I think we've got the best outfit in the country, and with the new knockout comp, with all 3 tiers coming in, there's 3 chances for silverware, and I think we should be winning at least a couple of them, Paul.
Like it, I love the positivity. I'll have to just keep a little eye on you. Yeah, I have to keep an eye on that. The Blaze, the Nottinghamshire Blaze. Yeah,
Marie said to me earlier she thinks she's the best batter in the entire league, so we'll see if that comes into fruition this year.
Oh, that's a mate stuff in a mate, isn't it? That's brilliant. Yeah. How many hundreds is she going to get, Grace? What do you think, Marie's? How many hundreds can she manage?
Well, you're better off asking her. Oh.
Nice shot out to deep point, pushing for 2 here. Fielders coming in, they're taking him on. It looks like the World Cup. Oh, but it's a wide throw. He was set up perfectly for him then. Eagles are 91 for 4. That could have been tight, a better throw. Square the wicket. It was just reminding me of the incident at the World Cup in England at Lord's. Oh, wide throw, goodness. Well backed up. Lads are looking at him going, what's going on? What on earth was that throw? Didn't quite get his footing right.
Last ball of the over then, a slower ball and a play and a miss from the batsman. A good over then, just 6 from it. Eagles 91 for 4, and just going to pass on to the best batter in English women's domestic cricket, Marie Kelly. Thank you.
Well, here I am, best batter in English women's domestic cricket, according to Grace Ballinger. Just to confirm for all the listeners, I have not said that about myself. Maybe others have said it.
Sanjay, let's go, boys.
Maybe they have behind closed doors. Bit rich coming from the left arm seamer, Grace Ballinger. Big swing, known for her aggressive nature on the pitch. Plenty of tantrums as well from her when things go wrong.
Krishnamurthy into the attack, and he starts with a single. I think there's a bit of pressure now going into the season in April. A lot of people are going to be watching this and following.
Absolutely, we're desperate to have a bat and a bowl out here as well. After watching all this cricket, hopefully we can get out in the nets and have some contest against each other. We're always facing each other in nets. Grace as an opening bowler and me as an opening bat, so we're very much used to it. all this cricket being played, it makes us want to go out and do it as well. Especially how good some of these games have been.
Past the bowler. And it's just going to be another single. The runs aren't coming nearly as often as they need to. 81 required of 40 deliveries. That required right now well over 12 runs and over. This is when you start to get into a bit of a tricky patch. And try and make sure you maintain the required run rate.
Catch it. Oh.
Calls for catch it. That was a tracer bullet past the bowler. Got a little bit of a finger on it, but I think he's in a little bit of pain.
Jake Ball sitting at the top of the wicket tally with 10 wickets. I'll have another look at this caught and bowled opportunity. Oh, he didn't quite want it. He was more trying to get his hand out the way, wasn't he? But Krishnamurthy up there of the NJ Titans with 8 wickets to his name too. Excellent from the 19-year-old. Very inexperienced, but up there with runs and wickets so far in this competition.
Trying to tee off again. You've travelled with your kit here, haven't you? With the hopes of training. How's that going?
Most wickets in the USPL 2024 so far. Jake Ball for the Carolina Eagles up there with 10. Krishnamurthy 8. Shadley Van Schoolwyk 8 as well. Eshan Adil 8. Theodore Hack on 6. Quite a few in there with the 8 wicket hauls.
Down the ground, and it does find the boundary. Picks up 4 runs here. Struck with some power down the ground.
Hit this incredibly hard. You can see the massive backlift. He wants the boundary. He wants a maximum. It's a set of 4 there, but a much needed boundary for the Eagles.
It'll be a single to end the 14th. The Eagles bring up their 100, and it's 100 for 4.
So pretty similar power play scores from the Titans and Eagles. But the middle phase for the Titans scoring 60 off it in comparison. Eagles just 44. So a huge amount of work left to do. The back end of this run chase. Required rate at 12s now. Yeah, I'm itching to have a hit. I know we've had, I think it's, oh, look at those little birds in the trees. Fantastic work from the cameramen.
Yeah, a nice pair of, I don't know if they're parrots or not. Beautiful colors on those birds, though. Let's squeeze through for a single. Yeah, it's going to be tough to get in a knock. I mean, you've come in with your kit, but it's been a busy schedule here. Continues to be busy all the way through.
Yeah, well, there's, what, 14 matches in 5 days, so, yeah, not much time for a hit and a bowl in there, but I'm sure it eases up towards the back end of the comp with some semi-finals and finals.
But you have gotten some bowling in. I mean, we all have. It's been fun. Isn't it incredible? As soon as you get the ball in your hand, it's always a good time.
It just feels so much better being out there doing it as well. It's so fun commentating, but you can't beat doing it yourself.
Through the offside, and I think we're going to have an injury here. That was nailed to the fielder.
I think that's Aaron Jones. In extra cover, that has gone like a tracer bullet to his hand. He has done so incredibly well to stop that. I think he's just sore from the impact. That was an incredible, I've never seen a shot hit that hard before.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely looks to be in a little bit of pain. He gives a high five with the other hand. Gonna hope that he doesn't have to stop another one for a little while, just until the sting goes away. Smashed to him.
Oh, look at that. straight out the middle of the bat. Tell you what I'd be doing now. I'd be going, whoever's at fine leg, you're swapping with me. You know that impact player? Get me off. Oh, that's got a sting. We've all been there. Yeah, just shaking off the hand. Thankfully no more wickets here from Portuguese from Distro TV. Plenty of catches. Excellent Yorker there from Zia. Brilliant execution. Look at that as well. Staying a bit low there, head up in the sky.
Swing and a miss, and it's a little too wide this time. And credit to the Titans who have picked up wickets at consistent intervals, 4 of them so far.
Yeah, when we look back at those wickets that we've seen, they've all bowled incredibly straight, very, very accurately, forcing errors on the batsmen, and they've taken some fantastic catches in the field too, the NJ Titans.
I got the big one of Shine Jahangir early today. Going aerial and going the distance. It's a big one. 6 runs to Davis.
Ball is sounding so good off the bat of Davis. We've just seen it previously. 133 tournament sixes now. We saw it previously, how hard he hit it towards Jones, extra cover. And again, straight out the middle. Has absolutely flown to huge maximum. Eagles needing 66 runs from 33 balls now. Still need to go at 12s. They're going to need some more striking like this.
Bit of a miss hit, and they'll take it however they come. It's going to be another boundary. 4 runs to Davis. Not where he intended, but that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, as long as they're coming.
Yeah, I was just complimenting the Titans bowling that they've bowled so straight and so accurately. You can see here in this over, Hamad has strayed on the offside and he's been given the treatment for it. Really, the stop extra cover deserved to go for 4 as well. It was a low full toss, sorry, a half volley that deserved to get put away. So he was actually quite lucky in the end. The brilliance of Jones in there. He should have been going for a lot more than he has done.
Trying to go over the top again, and this time just not enough distance. Davis is picked up, and it's Erasmus in the deep who takes a fantastic catch. Breakthrough here, and it's Hamad. Excellent with the bat today, and now he's just picked up a wicket to his name as well.
There we go, that's what I was just talking about. He needed to bowl it straighter. Forces the error from the batsman whenever it's straighter. Absolutely brilliant there. Better bit of bowling and a decent catch as well. He took it low, diving double. He didn't quite pick it up to start with. But Davis missed the part for 18 off 17, scores 1, 2 for 5.
It's going to be a new batter out in the middle, thanks to a really good bowling performance by Hamad, picking up a very important wicket at the right time. It's going to be Roshan Primus out to the middle. Just the 13 runs for him today, or so far, I should say. And his team, they need another 62 more from 31 deliveries to cross over the line. It's going to be the end of the over as well. 15 gone. The Eagles 112 for 5.
inch here, left arm. What you want? Away from you, half an inch only there.
I haven't looked at Roshan Primus's batting card when he came in. He has a strike rate for the competition so far of 144, and that's what the Eagles desperately need. Somebody to come in and strike from ball one. Maybe he can have a little look, but either him or Ronak need to find the ropes here. The Eagles are going to chase this down.
Off the hips, and it's going to land safe. Saurabh Netravalkar coming into the attack for his third over. He hasn't picked up wickets as often as he's used to. Just a little rusty after the break that he's taken since the T20 World Cup.
He has a really good front arm in his delivery stride. For all young bowlers watching, that's how to do it. It really extends through and executes well. He had strayed a bit wider before that, but you can't go wrong when you bowl straight. Ask lots of questions. Get the LBWs in play, get the bowled in play. He's added another wicket to his name.
Slapped straight down the ground for a maximum. 6 runs to Roshan Primus.
This is what they need to see from Primus. 300 strike rate already. This is what he needs to intend to do every single ball here. Excellent pickup. We spoke about it the other day, actually, how no one really tried to bowl short at him because he likes to clear his front leg. Perhaps that could be a tactic that the NJ Titans need to implement here, but square leg is up in the ring, so I don't think they're going to be trying it. But I'd like to see teams do this against Roshan Primus. See how he can handle the short ball. It looks like he just fancies his chances on length. Netravalkar's going to come round the wicket to him instead this time. Decent change of plan.
Slapped again, and this time it's just going to be a single. Better adjustment from Netravalkar.
Run rate still up there at 12s. It's going to be a difficult chase for the Eagles. In fact, it's a 1v2 playoff here. NJ Titans looking like they're in the driving seat to go 3 from 3 in the US Premier League Season 3. What a fantastic few matches we've had so far. Ronak on strike, Netravalkar in again.
This is your first time in Florida, Marie?
First time in America. Yeah, never flown this far.
That's a big one.
This far west.
This far west. We've got a couple of days off. Any plans?
Well, I want to go shopping. I want to see Sawgrass Mills, is that what it's called? I've heard there's some great outlets there, and it's Black Friday, so I'm thinking maybe some cheeky sales from the outlets there. I want to go and see Fort Lauderdale beaches as well. Just try and get in the mix a little bit more. We're so busy here, aren't we? Oh no, we're checking for a no ball. I think that will be given, actually. Can't quite see the line from up here. Yeah, it is. Umpire confirms. No ball given, free hit. Exactly what Roshan Primus will be hoping for. Can he send it to the ropes?
Gets a good piece of that. It just won't end up at the boundary. A little bit of confusion between the batters, but all in all, they'll stick to just a single.
We've not seen many free hits actually find the ropes, have we? I don't know whether it makes the bowlers really focus more on executing their delivery or batters trying to overhit or whatever it is, but we see it in all forms of cricket. The free hits actually tend to never actually go for big runs.
That's gone straight up in the air. It's going to take some catching. The keeper's giving chase. Oh, that was a good effort. Just couldn't keep it in the gloves, but what an effort. What a distance he's just covered.
Yeah, all three of them there. I thought there was going to be a collision. Bowler got stuck with the batter. Fine leg, didn't know if it was his. Have another look at it from the drone shot. This will be a good viewpoint. Look at him scrambling around. Oh, he was so close. Just to the left of it, he was there probably, just got the wrong line in the end. He lives to tell the tale.
A dot to finish the over. As Primus watches it go by. 16 gone, 124 for 5. The Cowboys, they're in the house here at Broward County. They play next. They take on the Atlanta Black Caps. Should be another exciting contest. You've been playing cricket a while. You've traveled a lot, Marie. Most exotic place of cricket you've played in?
Yeah, been around a fair bit actually, but the Caribbean for sure. Barbados, my favourite place in the whole world, not just for cricket.
Should just be the single to start the over for Ziaul Haq. Yeah, that's an incredible thing about cricket, isn't it? As kids, you get into it because it's fun, and then as you progress, you get to travel to these amazing places. You get to make friends all over the place as well. Just the network, and we're going to take a look at the 2 drops by the wicketkeeper.
Both of them difficult chances. He's done the hard work to get there, but he's just not quite managed to cling on. He's so close on both of them, but you can't fault his effort on either of those attempts. He has done a great job today.
Well bowled this. Nice and full, right under the bat.
Yeah, just talking about cricket, and I think just the cricket community and getting to experience cricket in different countries. I think obviously cricket is played so differently in each country, like the English traditions and compared to the Caribbean, kind of a bit more laid-back lifestyle of it. And yeah, I just love kind of meeting new people and experiencing different forms of cricket. Absolute pleasure to have had.
Goes full again, and this is good bowling from Ziaul Haq. The thing that gets me the most is women's cricket back in the day had nowhere the opportunities that we have now. I mean, we're seeing professional female cricketers. We're now seeing the ability to be able to transition from a player to make a career out of this sport. 10 years ago, I didn't see myself doing half the things that I'm doing now. And I mean, you'd have thought I'm going to play cricket and then I'm going to move on to a boring old desk job per se. But you don't have to do that anymore.
Another good Yorker there. Yeah, absolutely. Like when I was growing up, the only way you could be professional was to play for England women as well. So even in my lifetime, I didn't even imagine that I'd be a professional cricketer. So the rate at which it is growing is unbelievable. And then all the extra jobs around cricket as well. Like even here today, we've got Megana here who's doing everything for us. She's leading the way. We've got a 4 female commentary team, all who've played the game and are currently playing the game. Like, you wouldn't have said that a couple of years ago, would you? So absolutely fantastic for us.
Tries to go down the ground, hasn't got all of it. It's going to be a really good over in the end if he can finish this last one well, Ziaul Haq. Yeah, I mean, that's the amazing thing about just how much the sport has grown in the last 10 or 15 years. Yes, the men's sport's grown thanks to T20 cricket, but the women's sport, it has grown in unimaginable distances in a very short amount of time. Gives some hope for some of the young ones coming through the pipeline. Drilled down the ground, and they should finish this over with just a single. 17 gone, the Eagles 128 for 5.
Turn, lads.
46 runs required off 18 deliveries. It's getting a little difficult here for the Eagles. Required rate now well over 15 runs and over. And it's going to be Netravalko back with the ball. Big, massive shot this. Roshan Primus goes for 6.
I think he's worked out their plan here. Excuse me, to try and go nice and full. He's kind of hanging back. He's clearing the front leg. Have a look at this end. That's pretty slot bowling from there. Leaning back on it. He's a big man, and that's gone a long, long way. He hits a long ball, does Primus. His team need more of that. Striking at 160 now. Can he go again? It's gone a long way into the stands as well, so they're taking a while to get the ball back. We were just talking off air as well that the men's ball is actually so much bigger than the women's ball, and it's heavier too. There are subtle differences in the game that do have an impact on making it just a slightly different game. Interestingly enough, the same amount as well, but there are subtle changes between men's and women's cricket.
Slapped down the ground, it's gone in a flash. There is protection in the deep, it's just going to be the single. Yeah, I mean, oftentimes we talk about this. It's not apples to apples. Women's cricket's different, and it's a unique sport on its own. This is why the ball size is smaller. Check out the comparison between that hand and that one.
Look how much smaller,
that is.
That's why we need to have a slightly smaller, especially for spin. There's no way I could really turn a men's ball. I can't get my fingers all the way around it.
Long way again, and this time it's Ronak. Oh, not long enough. Excellent catch in the deep. It is a big moment, this. Just when it looked like the Eagles were making progress, they've been pegged back with yet another wicket, and it's Netravalko who finally picks up a wicket.
Netravalko's finally getting his first wicket of this series. He's bowled incredibly well to make this, and Josh Cobb doing some hard work out there. Helps his mate out, Netravalko, get his first wicket. Ronak missed the part. For runnable 16, score is 135 for 6.
Come back to you. Yes, middle. Raj, left arm coming over.
Netravalko finally picking up a wicket to his name. In fact, the first one in this entire series. Very unlike him, but he'll be happy to be on that board. Down the ground. Oh, this is straight back at the bowler. And yeah, just signaling that he didn't see it. You can't blame him. It was hit so hard and so fast right back to him.
We have seen so many caught and bowled today. We've seen so many hit back at the bowler today as well. Watch how, oh, he's done so well to get his head out of the way. We saw it previously as well, with the bowler doing a somersault to get out of the way of the ball. People are hitting it so hard now in T20 cricket, as long as he's got out of the way.
Surely there must be some protection for bowlers. It is so dangerous when the ball is smashed right back at you, especially in your follow through. Goes for the bouncer, and it's a bit misdirected. It's going to be a wide. He'll have to re-bowl that one.
I like the plan though. I think it's a really good option against Primus. When he's clearing the front leg, if you see a batter doing that, you've got to aim at the body so he can't get his arms through. You aim at kind of top of his left shoulder, he'll be leaning back and is more likely to sky it, but no square leg on the boundary, so bit of a risky option for the bowler there.
Very well bowled this. Goes for full and wide. Good death bowling from Netravalko.
Have another look at the wicket here, his first. Look at the ground that Josh Cobb has covered here, taking it on his knees. Again, done well to hold on to it. They're so easy to pop out once you've actually caught it. Then you've got to kind of consider the landing as well. Done incredibly well there. We've seen some excellent displays of fielding today, much better as the competition's got on.
Tries the same thing again. This time it's slapped into the offside, and it does beat the fielder, Joshua James. And no chance on that one. It's going to be a boundary to finish the over. 18 gone, the Eagles 141 for 6. Into the 19th, and it's a swing and a miss. Ziaul Haq coming back for his final over.
Yeah, Zia's been the pick of the bowlers for me. 3 overs, 2 for 15. So many dot balls in there as well. We saw the excellent Yorker that he bowled previously too. Primus there, just showing his class. That's a pretty good delivery that he's managed to work away for 4 runs too. Fielder couldn't quite get there.
That's a loose one. It might be a no ball as well. A bit too high, I think. We'll just wait for confirmation. Just slipping out of the hands of Ziaul Haq.
I think I might have cursed him there, just giving him loads of credit. Then he bowls a near no ball. I'm not sure if they're going to check it. Front foot's absolutely fine. Have a look at this for height here. Yeah, that should be given a no ball. I am a batter though, so I'm slightly biased.
Looks well over the waist there. In fact, it's wrapped him onto the gloves as well. Only thing is, he's a little slightly bent on that bottom knee. The good thing we're not the third umpire on this one.
That is literally, if you were to draw a line that is completely splitting it, that's such a tough decision to make. That's the picture we need to see. Having a look from another angle. I think it looks worse because it's rushed him as well. Could be slightly below. It's quite hard to tell because he is slightly fallen over as well, so his waist is not actually on a straight angle either. I would not like to be the one making this decision. I'm pretty indecisive. What about you?
I am not the umpire. I will let them decide and we'll call it. Looks like it's going to be a fair delivery. A third umpire decides that it's just not high enough on that occasion. 32 still required of 10 deliveries. They need to be going at 19 runs and over. Rajanan can hit a long ball. Roshan Primus can also hit a long ball. It's going to take some hitting to get over the line here for the Carolina Eagles, but they've got the right 2 batters out in the middle to be able to do that.
There we go, that short ball that I was talking about. He does not look comfortable playing the short ball. He's just asking the question whether it's 2 for the over. Oh no, he's asking for the physio, I think. I'm not quite sure what's going on out there. I think he's asking if he's bowled 2 for the over already. And he's taking his helmet off.
No, he definitely took a bit of a hit onto his shoulder and maybe the helmet. It's going to be a mandatory concussion check. The physio's coming out. I think Roshan Primus was trying to say is, I'm all right, give him the ball back, I'm good.
You don't need to have the helmet check.
It is ICC regulation to have a helmet check and a concussion check every time you are struck on the helmet.
Bit of silliness going on in the field. Bit of banter between the two sides. But everything seems okay out in the middle.
I think he was just showing him his injured finger.
Right, okay. That must be what it was.
Loose delivery, slow delivery, just outside off. And are they coming back for the second? This could be trouble. It is trouble. Direct hit. Zia ul Haq, who does all the work by himself as a bowler. And it's Raj Nanan, who thought he might have a chance at a second, who has to walk back.
Absolute mix-up in the middle there. And probably a difference in running speeds between Nanan and Primus too. Have another look at it here. He's miscued it, so much went on here. Bowler kind of stopped it, good slide. He actually misfielded it to start with again. I think that's why Nanan thought there was probably another run on. Sent back, ended up being a direct hit. Keeper actually wasn't needed to be involved in the end. So he must depart for 2 off 3. Score is 143 for 7.
It's Jesse Singh who walks out to the middle. Took a bit of a day off yesterday after playing a couple games. He actually said he needed a bit of a break. It's been a lot of cricket for him. No time for a break. He picks this one up into the leg side. He's off the mark and maybe looking for 2. This time it's Roshan Primus who wants the 2.
Now he wants to run 2. He didn't fancy it the ball before. I think it's probably the best thing for him to be on strike at this point. Always hard for a new batter to come in and strike from ball 1. Primus already going at 146. Oh, so much confusion then. Primus was not interested in a second. Actually an excellent direct hit in the end too.
Really don't think there was a second on that occasion either. I mean, Raj Nanan just managed to get halfway down. Stranded in the middle of nowhere. Good throw by the bowler. Good awareness by the bowler as well. Very well bowled. Trying to aim for those toes as it's pushed into the ground. End of the over, 19 gone, 146 for 7.
Right arm, coming over, Jesse. Leg stump.
Last over, it's going to be Acharya coming in for his 3rd over. Just 28 runs the equation from just the 6 deliveries. Mathematically possible. Theoretically, we'll have to see just how well these two can bat. It's going to be a wide to start, and it's a direct hit. I think he is gone, Roshan Primus.
I liked the intent. It's a good idea, smart from him, but not quite the pace. An excellent piece of fielding from the wicketkeeper. We're going to have a look upstairs here. It did look out from the naked eye, but we will have a review and have a little look into it. Primus hasn't walked off. Maybe he thinks he's safe. But it did look pretty out to us up here in comms. Wide ball to start the over though. So at least a single already. Oh, is his bat in the... Oh no, he's in. Oh yeah, bat is up in the air. He's starting to walk. So he was in, he made his ground, but he didn't touch the bat down. That is a lesson to all youngsters out there. You've got to slide your bat in from where his feet are. If you can see on screen, you should be starting to slide your bat from that point so that there isn't any doubt. Simple, simple basics, not done well there at all. I think they're just double checking whether it was grounded or in the air, but it does look like it was in the air from us. Should be waiting for the umpire's decision. There we go, we have it. We have the confirmation. Roshan Primus has to depart for 24 of 16. He gave it a good crack, but not quite good enough for the Eagles today. 24 of 16 scores 147 for 8.
Back towards you, just half inch there. Yes, Sonny, leg. Right arm, coming over.
Back to the action, and the first delivery was a wide, still picked up a wicket. That thanks to the run out of Roshan Primus. The fielding has improved as the tournament's progressed. It's been impressive. The catching, the throwing, the direct hits.
Yeah, especially from the Eagles, actually. The first game we saw, they didn't put in a good effort in the field. But we've really seen that improve drastically over the last few games.
How is that, is the question, and the umpire says that is out. Playing all around that delivery, and it looked fairly straight, a fairly easy decision for the umpire.
We've still only had one ball of this over. It's gone from a wide to a wicket. That looks absolutely stone dead. Plum, absolutely plum. Easy decision for the umpire. Scores 147 for 9.
Back towards you, that's middle and leg. One more. Yes, leg. Gonna come around. Yes, right arm, coming around.
Yasser Mohammed joins his partner Jesse Singh. He's going to be off the mark. Toe end of the bat, but that's not going to be enough to get this target. 26 still needed off 4 deliveries.
I always feel for the lower order batters. Yeah, just having a look at that throw. Excellent. Paul Nixon will be happy with that. I'm sure he'll be going down to have a chat with Arjun about that at some point. he got such a good base from the floor. Release time was so quick as well. Excellent from the keeper.
Slapped through the covers and just can't beat the fielders.
Yeah, going back to what I was saying, I always find it so difficult for them. Like, what do you do in this situation? You can't physically score the runs. That, yeah, looking back at that. Bowler shouldn't even have to appeal for that. That was so out. Like, do you bat for your average here?
Picked up. Does it have enough legs to go over? No, it does not. It's going to be Joshua in the deep. I'll keep it to just a single.
Perhaps the thinking here is all about the net run rate, potentially. In competitions like this, when you could match other teams with wins and losses, net run rate becomes so important. So maybe just trying to finish on as high a score as you can do is the goal here.
Good shot off the bat, and again, it sounds so good, but just can't pierce the gap. One last delivery to come in this contest. When they look back at this, the Carolina Eagles, they're going to wonder just where things went wrong, and I think it might have to do with the last 6 overs of the Titans' batting innings.
Just looking at the scorecard from the bowlers, Erasmus only bowling 1 over as well. Big chance for a shout here, big chance for a wicket. Just feels safe. The batter settled for a single. That is another win by the New Jersey Titans, winning by 21 runs. 3 from 3 now in this campaign. Skipper Aaron Jones must be happy. Claps for each other, patting each other on the back. They have performed superbly with both bat and ball. Different players contributing at different times. I have to say they have looked the best outlook so far, haven't they?
Convincing win from the New Jersey Titans, having to bat first today. They looked a bit bothered early on, losing their top order bats a bit early, but then a really good partnership towards the end of their innings allowed themselves to put up a decent total on the board. 151, correction, not 151, it was 175 runs, and in the end they've picked up a convincing win. It just wasn't good enough from the Eagles. Kept losing regular wickets thanks to some very good bowling, and that pressure continued to build. We take a look at the batting card. Not much to talk about in terms of the beginning. Jahangir, who was expected to help them get over the line, he fell for just 21 today. Rajdeep followed with 32. Primus top scoring with 24 off 16 for the lower order batters. And from there on, it was just single digits.
Oh, take a look at the partnerships from the Carolina Eagles. No partnership going above 29. That's pretty key in T20. So 4 partnerships in the 20s, but nothing more than that. No one really got going together, and that's crucial in T20 cricket. Have a look at the bowlers here from the New Jersey Titans. Pretty surprised to see Erasmus only bowling 1 over for just 4 runs. Very economical. They all hack the pick of the bowlers for me. 2 overs, 4 overs, 2 for 20, as well as Hamad, 2 overs, 1 for 18.
Confirmation, the New Jersey Titans batting first, putting on 173 for 9. Hamad top scoring with 56. In reply, the Eagles, 152 is all they can manage off their 20 overs. Thanks to some really good bowling. Zia ul Haq picking up 2, as did Krishnamurthy picking up 2 wickets to his name. In the end, the New Jersey Titans win this by 21 runs. The standings so far, it's the New Jersey Titans leading with 6 points and a healthy net run rate. They sit in number 1. Carolina Eagles, they're number 3 as they pick up a loss in the game today. It's been an exciting game so far, and we do have another exciting contest coming up. It's going to be the Atlanta Black Caps taking on the New York Cowboys, coming up at 5 p.m. local time. We'll be back shortly with some more action. Just finished an exciting contest where the New Jersey Titans have won by 21 runs, taking on the Carolina Eagles. We're now going to go down to Paul Nixon, who's ready with the post-match presentation.
Welcome to the post-match presentation. I've been kindly joined by a West Indian legend and a legend of our game, Mr. Lawrence Rowe, triple centurion against England, which I won't mention too much, to kindly present our man of the match today to Mr. Hamad Azam. Many congratulations. Outstanding 62 from 35 balls, 5 fours and 4 sixes. Hamad, outstanding innings. Well played, sir. Enjoy that?
Yeah, of course. Like when you are on the winning side and your runs count to the team, always it's feel good. Yeah.
Lovely. Halfway, sorry, when you went out to bat, halfway through the innings, did you have a target in mind, or was it just a case of seeing how you play?
Yeah, the pitch was playing a little slow, and we lost a couple of wickets back to back. So we were thinking to stick to at the end, and we were thinking about anything about like 160 cents, 170, and we stick to that.
Nice. Some clean hitting. Have you practiced your power hitting over the past few months?
All my life. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, it just shows there. What are the key things you work on yourself? Power hitting?
I mean, like just to play, stick to the pitch, and go deep as long as you can. So that's the secret.
Very well played, sir. Look forward to the rest of the competition, watching you.
Thank you.
Go well. That concludes our post-match presentation.
So up next then, we've got the Atlanta Black Caps versus the New York Cowboys, 5 p.m. Match 11 of the US Premier League Season 3. We'll have a quick break, we'll come back after and join us.